Now they shift, and here comes Williams in the backfield to take the snap. He's got it, and he's in. Touchdown, Saraland. Final play of the first half. The Department of Human Resources touchdown.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
It all our Monday show, y'all get ready. Boy, it's that time of the night, I can tell you that. Y'all get ready. That's all I can say. But we pushing for 10,000 followers. Make sure y'all share the Icon Sports Southeast page. We pushing for 10,000. We trying to push on across the 10,000, y'all. But y'all, guess what, y'all? It is Let It All Out Monday. Boy, we got some stuff to let out today. Oh my God, y'all think y'all slick? You high school basketball coaches, we got some on y'all today. Y'all get ready. Y'all, we gonna talk a little football. Steve Mass down at Theodore. Oh boy. Boy, what else we gonna talk about? AAU basketball. A lot of champions were crowned this weekend. I can tell you that. We got a lot to talk about, y'all. I'm telling you, boy, it is Let It All Out Monday. This is the day that everybody don't like. This is the day that people don't like to see. Let It All Out Monday. Cause boy, we got some stuff to talk about today. Y'all represent y'all schools, all that good stuff. Put them in the comments. Boy, it's great to be a blood leopard. That's all I can tell you. That's all I'm gonna say. Boy. It's great to be a Viger Wolf. I'm telling you. It's great to be a Sandland Spartan. Boy, that end of 65 gonna be rocking this year. Y'all get ready to represent your schools. Boy, Big Blunt checking in. Boy. Woo! Boy. Man. I'm telling you, man. Big Blunt checking in. Who else checking in with us tonight? Y'all put your schools in the comments. Who else checking in? Spartan Nation. It's great to be a Sandland Spartan. It's great to be from that end of the county, y'all. I can tell y'all that. All roads lead to Viger, Sandland, and Blunt. Look, that's all I can tell you. All roads. Boy, Williamson Lines. It's great to be a Williamson line today. Telling you. Y'all represent y'all schools. Tell your Blunt Leopards, check it in. Great to be a Blunt Leopard. Telling you what's going on. Hey, they got these new coaches talking about state titles and all that. They both forgot Sandland War last year. It's great to be a Foley line. Check it in today. Telling you, boy, that's how we gonna do that from now on. Y'all, we got a new hashtag. Y'all get ready. Boy, we got a new hashtag. Boy, telling you. Boy, we got a new hashtag. Y'all, some of y'all gonna like it, some of y'all not. We don't care. We don't care if you don't like it. But tell you, we got a new hashtag, boy. Y'all get ready. What other school week is great to be? A Greenville Tiger. Great to be. Who else on here? Sandland back to back. I'm a lion by heart, but I'm a father first. I'm telling you, it's great to be a Pickens County. Telling you, tornado. Telling you. Boy, it's great to be tonight, y'all. Y'all represent y'all school. It's great to be whatever you came to be. Lines for life, I'm telling you. Boy, it's great to be. Telling you. Tell you, waiting on some of the other panel to come on, y'all. Telling you, it's great to be whatever you want to be. But y'all, we got a new hashtag we bringing out tonight. I'm going to go on. Y'all know I can't hold water when it comes to stuff like this. Tradition matters, y'all. Ooh, tradition matters. Some of y'all tried to bury Vang and Blunt. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. Tradition matters. Some of y'all don't want Williamson to be good. But guess what? Tradition matters. Y'all playing for second place. Well, you know, Jeff Kelly said that to me last year. He told me to tell everybody that. Everybody was playing for second place. But I'm going to tell y'all this. I can tell you this. Last year, they were in second place at the end of the regular season. So second place ain't no bad spot to be. Second place in 6A Region 1 ain't no bad spot to be. I can tell you that. What's going on, man? Tradition matters. Somebody said, why would the kid go back to Blunt? Tradition matters. Blunt ain't win last year, but tradition matters. Oh, okay. The last team for the Mobile County Public School that went to the state championship was Williamson. Tradition matters. Y'all, we ain't gonna let that slide. Y'all really think that happened? We don't care when it happened. Other than Viger, the last team to go to the state championship in the Mobile County Public School system is Williamson. Tradition matters. That's what we rolling with. We don't care who get mad, who gets sad, who hit a flip, who dip. Y'all already see we do not care. Just like we don't care about the basketball coaches that don't want to play the black schools. Yeah, I'm saying it tonight. Yeah, KT done got word that certain schools don't want to play the Blunts, the Vigers, the LaFleurs, the Williamsons, and the BC Reigns of the world. Yeah, y'all don't want us to talk about that. They go to Murphy Panthers. Excellent. They ran through 6A playoffs to the state title as a second place in the region. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. See, everybody don't want tradition to matter, though. Ain't nothing wrong with playing for second place. See, here go the thing, y'all. This is why I really keep it professional when it comes to the media. It ain't nothing personal. I keep it professional as possible. Call them out who don't want to play the black schools. Y'all gonna be shocked. Y'all gonna be shocked when I tell y'all. Y'all really about to be shocked when I tell. When I tell y'all who don't want to play the black school. No, they don't want to play the black schools, y'all. All the white coaches done got together and they don't want to play the black schools. Playing Viger, okay. Playing Williamson, okay. But why you don't want to play Blunt on the floor? Oh, tradition matters. My bad. I'm sorry. Y'all, let me put that back on the screen. Why everything got to be by race? Because I told y'all this shit's still going on. And some of y'all still dumbfounded. These folks pulled out curtains over your damn heads. We got 6A schools. We got 6A schools that play the same schools in football, but you won't play the same schools in basketball. And for everybody that don't know, it ain't no predominantly black schools in 7A. I'm going to put that on out there so everybody can know. It ain't no predominantly black schools in 7A. Ooh, boy. I'm coming and died then KT, no, they don't want to play the black schools, y'all. Especially the ones that they don't think they can beat. Blunt quarterback look kind of good. We need one. Y'all, see y'all, here go the thing, y'all. Some of this stuff don't never change because we got the media trying to be friends with coaches at certain schools all the time. They ain't trying to be professional. They trying to be friends. But long as they friends, that means they can get them to talk about what they want them to talk about, and they ain't gonna talk about what they need to talk about. Man, I couldn't believe it, y'all. I could not believe it. I could not believe it, y'all. I always said that about being. See, that's the thing, y'all. Them people ain't gonna talk about what need to be talked about because they good friends with them people. I ain't trying to go have a milkshake with you. I ain't trying to drink a Coke with you. I'm trying to make sure the kids get what they supposed to get. But now, y'all, it done turned personal because now we got schools not want to play schools in the same school system. Oh, my bad. In the same school system. So, y'all, what's the job of the athletic director? How is this happening when we got an athletic director and assistant athletic director, and y'all, they making six figures? How in the world we got schools in the same school system that's not playing one another? Because in the past, at this time of the year, y'all, they done did the schedules. So now when you call them to try to get a game, oh, my schedule full, or I'm waiting on such and such to call me. Oh, we can't play y'all but one time. We can't come play you at your school, but y'all can play us somewhere else. These are the excuses that they making now. But we don't want to play the predominantly black schools that's good. We don't want to play them, but we need all the black players to come play on our team. See, that's the part don't nobody want me to say, but I'm going to say it. Ben Thomas didn't even know. Man, come on, man. Ain't even no Blunt beat Baker twice. Guess what? They won't be beating them next year because Baker won't play Blunt. Uh-oh. Baker not playing Blunt. McGill not playing Blunt. They only want to play y'all one time a year. I hate to say that. McGill and P, Baker and McGill don't want to play Blunt. But I guarantee you, those same two schools playing theater. I guarantee you, I'll put my mama life on it. If Baker and Theodore not playing and Theodore and McGill not playing. The biggest game in the year won't happen next year. Sound like Williamson when they had to play Faith at Baker for football senior night. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, man. All this stuff making sense now, y'all. But KT, that's all he talk about is race. I told y'all we had race relation problems. And everybody passing it on to the next man. Ain't nobody saying, nah, these teams gonna play regardless. Ain't nobody saying that. Biggest game of the year, Blunt and Baker, won't happen next year. The biggest game in this county in a long time would not happen next year. McGill just didn't play him. Now it's time to reschedule again. McGill still won't play him. But you play Blunt in football. Oh, because they make y'all play him. Otherwise, y'all, see, y'all, football cover up a lot of stuff. Football really covers up a lot of stuff. Y'all, it's pathetic and it's tasteless. It ain't no way in the damn hell Baker and Blunt shouldn't be playing next season. I don't care if Baker beat them by 40. Baker and Blunt should be playing. It ain't no way in the hell, but the same Baker team play theater. The same McGill team play theater. The same teams. Oh, it's unsafe to go to Blunt. Blunt, one of the friendliest places in this county. Y'all, it don't make any sense. What's going on down here in this area? And y'all wonder why these teams can't win state championship. Man, they got bigger. Oh, it ain't no, he always bringing up race. This the type of bullshit that's still going on down here. You got the white coaches over here scheduling games while the black coaches chilling. And then now when the black coaches call the white coaches to try to schedule games, now you can't even get a damn game. Because our schedule full. But every time you bring it up, wake up, Jeff. Every time you bring it up, something wrong with you. Jeff, you're not even a basketball person, Jeff. But tell me how much common sense it makes for Blunt and Baker to play a home and home game. And both games sold out this season. Yeah, that's a damn shame. I can see if St. Paul's didn't want to play them. That'll be something different. But these two schools in the same school system. Same school system. And they're not even playing each other. Make it make sense. Tradition matters, though. We got a new hashtag on the screen.
That's right.
Tradition matters.
Tradition matters. Culture matters. Everybody always talking about culture. Here's some culture for you real quick. This is the truth. This is what real culture is. All right. What got preached to people over the last couple of years for coaching conferences is changing the culture of your program. Usually if it's being picked up by a new coaching staff and, you know, a new mindset, kind of like the process, you know, and champions live here and outwork them all and win the day. The reality of it is the lifestyle of the school. That's the tradition. That's the culture. So culture mattering is, let's just say, if your sports program won multiple sports state championships in a certain decade, there's culture and tradition there where it's a lifestyle. It's not just a place where we play sports. It's a place where we live these sports. And they mean a little bit more to us here. It's just not an activity. It's a way of life.
Jeff, they said go out and come back in. You echo on.
Okay, I apologize, everybody. Let me get there.
Yeah, go out and come back in. But y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something else that the reason why we came up with this hashtag in a minute. I'm waiting on Jeff to come back because he was echoing a little bit. But it's a travesty. Last year, we didn't quite catch it last year. But I bet $1 million, y'all, that Baker's playing Theodore and Theodore playing McGill, but neither one of those schools are playing Blunt. Now, you might not be racist, but you racially biased. Because all y'all got a group chat that includes only one black coach in it, and he had a traditionally white school too. So yeah, he gonna be included. But at the end of the day, y'all gonna play him too. Oh yeah, we play him. No, forget all that. Play Blunt. Play the team that beat everybody down here twice beside McGill. What's so hard about these schools playing against Blunt, at Blunt, in their environment? But you go over to McGill, the damn cheering doing everything but cussing you out at McGill, but don't nobody complain about that. Ain't nobody gonna complain about that. Ain't nobody gonna complain about that. But you don't want to go to Blunt because now they got a student section. Here we go, Jeff. Let me get you back on. But you don't want to go to Blunt, Jeff, because Blunt got a student section now. Make it make sense, Jeff, and we wonder why nobody won basketball.
Yep. Got beat by them up the road teams again, man.
Boy, I tell you. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. But then everybody wonder why Viger and Saraland don't won consecutive championships down here in our region, right here in Mobile and Baldwin County. Saraland and Viger the last 2 years, they ain't dodged nobody. Viger didn't say, "Oh, we didn't want to play St. Paul's that year." St. Paul's beat them out there that year. That loss helped Viger win the state championship. But Viger can lose to St. Paul's, but Baker can't lose to Blunt. Make that make sense.
Why can't Baker lose to Blunt?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, here we go again. Okay, take that kid off the team where everybody wants to go play with him. Are they the same team?
Oh, Lord. Take Philo away from Baker. Oh, Lord. Baker back to normal. Baseball giant.
Mm-hmm. Nobody's going to talk about them in basketball probably again.
How about this? Take Flowers off the football team.
Yep.
Come on, man. Oh, yeah. Saraland got approved for the $54 million sports complex. Yeah. Telling you. I won't want to go to a school that's dodging another school. What are we teaching the kids, Jeff? Jeff, me and you at Maines and Chastain, and we say, "Oh no, coach, we don't want to play Grand Bay or Alba."
Man, that was the scrimmage to warm up the season. Alba.
That's what I'm saying. Come on, man.
That's back. Remember, Centennial would dress out about 44 to 60 and have the whole varsity staff out there, and you'd average beating them 44 to nothing.
Man, come on.
Make you use the high school ball. They'd be using a rubber ball.
I'm going to tell you, though, I would hate to be in 5A Area 1 in basketball if I was St. Paul and Fate Academy. You got to go to Viger, LaFleur, and Centennial. Come on, man. Places don't nobody want to go.
That's rough.
Man, that junk crazy, man. Then there's always some type of statutes and limitations on those schools. Oh, they didn't have good security. The security was provided by the Mobile County Public School System.
Mm-hmm.
So if the school, hold on now. So you said the security at Blunt sucked that night. Guess what happened? It's on the Mobile County public school system, the same system that you're in. But where's the athletic directors to help solve this matter?
Mm.
But you'll go way to Huntsville to a big old tournament, or Birmingham, or Montgomery, but you wonder why you can't beat Dothan. Okay. Dothan don't dodge nobody. Dothan play everybody. But everybody want to feel sorry for basketball. I don't, because we still got this type of stuff going on. Until everybody in Mobile and Baldwin County play each other. But here go the thing. Shit, ain't nobody in Baldwin County want to play Blunt. It don't matter what school it is. Don't no school in Baldwin County want to play Blunt. None of them. If that's not discriminating, I don't know what it is. Don't nobody want to play LaFleur. If that ain't discriminating, I don't know what it is. Now, Robertsdale might play LaFleur, but ain't nobody else going to go over there and play him.
Yeah. Two great comments we got going on here. We got one that says, the sad thing is it's not the kids because they will play each other any day.
Yeah.
Another talks about the great hospitality at Blunt Viking. And that's the truth.
Man, it's so retarded, man. You still eating your lemon heads because Blunt beat you twice.
Mm.
But now everybody call you the one and done boys. Now your kids get ridiculed around the city. Oh man, y'all done went everywhere around the country and y'all couldn't beat Blunt. Come on, man. And then now y'all don't play them? Man, that's some coward stuff. What we teaching our kids to be cowards now?
You gotta be like, LaFleur, go play anybody.
That's what I'm saying. Play anybody. Why they not playing LaFleur? Only at a Mitchell Center we'll play LaFleur, but you're not taking them to Tomerville. Like they too good to go to Tomerville.
You got to go win at Tomerville and Viking.
Man, you got to go win in places like that. Hostile environments. If you're that scared, take the police with you. And they'll be glad to escort you up in there.
Wait till you watch Viker home games this year. The away side is gonna look like middle school at Phillips or something.
Man, boy, I can tell you this. You talking about a scary place to go play. If you're scared to go to Blunt, you definitely go to Viker Stadium.
The facilities may be newer and nicer, but I promise you it's not going to be a more welcoming environment than Pitcher Stadium. Pitcher Stadium is going to look like a candy puller next to that 903 Wilson Avenue.
Boy, y'all going to want Pitcher Stadium to open up after going to Viker on the trip. I just feel so. Who got to go in there first? Somebody send us Viker schedule in our inbox. Who does Viker play first in the new stadium? Besides Blunt. Blunt don't count, y'all. The hospitality Blunt gonna get, nobody else gonna get. I can promise y'all that. Y'all go up in there thinking them people gonna treat y'all like they treated Blunt. Man, y'all gonna be coming up the street, they're gonna be shooting the bird at you. Get y'all cussing word. Back on that cussing word in the state. Get the cussing word from over here. Boy, I tell you, it's gonna be rough. Tradition matters, y'all. Tradition matters. I'm telling you, them lepers, and it's gonna be a big old family environment for them. But let everybody, let somebody else who think they're going over there get that hospitality. You ain't getting it. You're not getting it. I don't care who you are. If you got to go out there up Wilson Avenue, you're not getting that same treatment. You're not. Viker has been very humble with the traveling they have done these past few seasons. So it should be an issue. And all to go to them, I'm telling you, it should not be an issue. It should not be an issue for you to take your team over there to play Viker.
you don't want to play certain places, join another league.
You know. What you think about Steve Mass? You know, he coming in talking about state championship. State championship?
Man,
They're gonna disrespect everybody in 6A Region 1 and even mention state championship at Theodore?
Man, I got them a 4.
Man, it amazes me.
Cam Johnson, all that. You can't replace those kids in 1 year.
Here go the thing though, Jeff. Don't you think that's a slap in Spanish sports face?
Yeah, I mean,
Chase
right now,
Smith.
I got Sarah Lane at 1, Spanish Fort at 2. That could go either way next year in that game for the region. Not that it'll really matter. I mean, Theodore won last year, and Sarah Lane ended up winning the state. So I just got to show you how strong the region is. But then 3 or 4 could be like a Daphne or a Blunt at either way. Theodore might be 4 or 5.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. What's going on, man?
Got to give some credit to those other teams. They work too.
But, you know, my thing, you know, and I told y'all when McGill hired Coach Faulkner that it wasn't a big hire. For them to even, y'all, and y'all just think we just don't like certain schools. No. Because soon as they hired Steve Mass, all that changed. Oh, Theodore, state championship contender. But Theodore was the number 1 team, y'all, at the end of the regular season. I don't want nobody to forget that, though. Yeah, you're gonna have to catch that check now. Not Theodore, a bigger target. With a new coach in a new environment. You got a new coach. That's just like us getting on here saying, oh, Raymond Nelson gonna beat everybody and win state at Blunt. We're not gonna say that because we're not gonna get nobody bulletin board material. Why do you think that the other media gave every school in 6A Region 1 bulletin board material against Theodore?
Go ahead and give them the big head, you know, because the best season they've had was 10-0 in 2000, and then they lost first round to Sidney Lanier.
Yeah. What?
Get them on the up high horse, you know, stroking their ego and catch them sleeping, you know, when, hey, man, we're better than this team.
It's crazy, Jeff. This right here is crazy. Now, this is why we say tradition matters. Why do everybody want Blunt and Viger to just go away when it comes to football? If anything, this what's going to make your season even better is when Blunt and Viger is good and you beat them. You don't want to beat a bad Blunt or Viger team. You want to beat a good Blunt and Viger team. So now when you go up in the playoffs, you have been tested. Yeah. Why so many people? Oh, Blunt not gonna win. It's Sandland and everybody else. Okay, did nobody do Sandland like that when everybody was on Theodore's train? Did nobody do Sandland like that? We didn't allow nobody to do Sandland like that. But them Theodore folk were mad as hell at us. Man, we just beat them folk. But now everybody want to do everybody else like that. Y'all, this is high school sports. And I don't give a damn if you got your whole team coming back. Somebody might be getting mad because they ain't catch more passes than somebody. And see, that's the thing that everybody don't understand about high school sports. Well, they ain't had that problem. That was last year. You getting one more year closer to graduation. People gonna want to do something before they graduate. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you can do that. But you know, my thing is this: we don't want to put that pressure on Saraland to go back to back. Why do everybody want to put that pressure on Sandland? Why they can't still take it one game at a time? Why everybody wants Sandland to go play Thompson? Why all this other stuff? Why Sandland can't just take it easy, one game at a time, just like they did last year? Because they won state. That's why. But nobody didn't say Viking was gonna go back to back. Viking won state. Did nobody say they was going back to back? Nobody said Viking was gonna go back to back. Why? What makes Sandland different from Viking? Both of them just won a state championship. Why? Because now it's personal. We ain't gonna keep it professional. We gonna make it personal. I don't know no coaches at Viking, so I ain't gonna say that Viking gonna be good. But I know coaches at Sandland, and I don't want to piss them off. Why you want to piss off the coaches at Viking? If you don't want to piss off the coaches at Sandland, why piss off the coaches at Viking? At Blunt, if you're not gonna piss off the coaches at Theodore. So what make these schools so different?
My thing is, why is these coaches worried about people that ain't a AL.com writer printing anything up? If they're worried and figuring out who's saying a bunch of stuff, then they ain't focusing on the game. I ain't ever cared about what somebody said.
We got a guest coming on with us, y'all. Who we got, Jeff?
Hey, Jeff.
Steely from Feltham Sports.
Jeff, when have we done a video broadcast before? You should have give me the heads up on that shit. I could have done my makeup and stuff. Hold on, I have a different setup for video than audio. I gotta get some things to put the camera right.
Yeah, me and you echoing horribly too.
It's echoing pretty bad, yeah.
I got this rural signal here. It's supposed to be 5G.
Sorry.
I'm gonna have to go out and come back. I'm gonna come back.
Okay. What's going on, Coach?
Hey, what's up, man? What's your name?
Not much, man. You can turn off your camera if you need to.
No, it's okay. I just didn't know we were doing a camera thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can turn it off. Shoot, that's what I normally do.
I'm fine with the camera. I know I'm ugly as fuck, but it might scare some people away, you know?
Nah, everybody want to know what you got going on, Coach.
Right now? Recruiting heavy.
Okay.
Just trying to find some more linemen because, you know what? Other than quarterback, skill position are a dime a dozen, and you can't do shit without a line in front of them. You know, I could have the best skills positions in the world, and if we can't get them the ball, what the hell are we gonna do?
Exactly.
You know, and linemen are really hard to find and hard to get.
Talk about how the transfer portal has changed everything in the recruitment process.
Transfer portal for high school kids?
Yeah.
In my opinion, I can't see how it doesn't suck. If a college coach is recruiting somebody, right, that might be a project, say 6'5", 285 or something like that, good athlete, but he could also get somebody who's been through a Division I program for a year that's in the transfer portal, or 2 years that's in the transfer portal. He's learned so much more from the college coaching and the college experience. He's more mature and everything else. Why wouldn't I take that kid from, say, I'm transferring from Southern Miss to UCF, and take a high school kid who's the same size?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's the harsh reality that, you know, we try to, you know, let everybody know here on the show, and you know why it's important to put your kid in front of other great kids. You know, so, you know, it's almost like a contest. You know, everybody in first place winning. Ain't too many second and third place winners these days. You know.
I get kids that I recruit that are seniors, right?
Yeah.
And they believe, and maybe they are, Division I talent. And it's hard to explain to them that if you're going to go D1, you would have been recruited when you were a junior, sophomore. I mean, they're recruiting kids in 8th grade now. We have to stop that from D1 school.
Yeah.
It's not good for anybody.
Yeah.
How many kids, Coach, that you knew in 8th grade were the same player as a junior?
Very few. Very few, if any.
But these D1 programs are going after kids in 8th grade.
Yeah.
I mean,
how important is it for a parent to make sure that kid is at the right school when it's 8th graders getting, Division I scholarships? How important is it being at the right school at the right time?
Well, here's the thing. Okay? It's supposed to be a student athlete, right?
Exactly.
The student comes first. If you have to choose the school that fits you academically first.
Yeah.
6% of high school players go on to play in college. A smaller percent, about 6% of college players go on, but we're talking about D1 college players go on to play in the pros. For the most part, these kids, they're playing college football. And I mean, overwhelmingly the most part, like almost 100% of the kids that play college football are not going to play in the pros.
Wow.
So when they pick their college, it should really be about, does this college fit me? Does it have the major I want? Is it has a good reputation for the major I want? I want to do the rest. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, here I had. I can't hear what's going on. My Bluetooth cut off for some reason, but we've had a lot of technical problems tonight, haven't we? So, Coach, tell me something about you.
Well, I'm at Gooderly Prep. I'm at the post-grad prep program here in Daphne. We probably have some offensive linemen you might want to see. We're post-grad, part-time college students looking to move on to the next level.
My coach is a post-grad too right now, so we're in competition right now.
Which one are you at?
I'm at Faltro.
Okay, that's good. Now, we might need to get y'all on the schedule in the future.
What state are you in?
We're in Alabama.
Oh, cool. That's not that far.
Yeah.
I have to try to figure out my sound here for a second, okay? Because it's not. My Bluetooth isn't hooking up. I'm hoping I don't disconnect. If I do, I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. We'll get you back in.
All right, I'm going to talk now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, but just no camera, right? I'm going through my try to figure out why this Bluetooth isn't working right. So how are you doing with recruiting as far as post-grad and as far as linemen go?
Linemen? Oh boy, that's a luxury.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like okay, I can hear you. I'll go get my taking my camera back on. I mean, it comes down to simple math, right?
Oh yeah.
How many people are 6'4"?
Exactly.
There's not that many dudes. I mean, I'm going to say maybe 5% of the population is 6'4". I might be overestimating. And then how many people are 6'4" and 285 pounds? Right? So that reduces that whole thing because there's 6'4" skinny dudes and 6'4" get, there's a lot of different people 6'4". Now take who's 6'4", 285 and athletic in any way whatsoever.
Yeah.
That percentage of the population really reduces a lot.
Yeah.
So if you're that big and that athletic, you're going to have somebody's going to find you, right? So at the post-grad level, it's really hard to find those big guys that can perform.
Yeah.
If they were any good, they've been recruited, basically.
Yeah. You're right, because pretty much a good offensive lineman, if you're an offensive lineman right now and you don't have offers, man, you might need to get ready to go post-grad.
If you're 2023 and you don't have any offers, you should be ready to go post-grad.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if both my sons were all-state baseball. I took my one son. He decided what college he wanted to go to and went to a camp and talked to the coach and everything else. And it was between his junior and senior season. Hadn't even played his senior season of baseball yet, right? So we're talking spring sports. They go, we have all the guys from your class. We made all the offers we're going to make for your class. You can come here and walk on, but it's done. You're the hay's in the barn for your class.
Yeah,
love it. Hayes in the barn.
A lot of kids don't realize that, man. The hay's in the barn for your class already, dude. You might as well. Okay, you can take a D3 position somewhere and pay to go to school, and that's fine. But if you think you're better than that, or maybe you are, maybe you're overlooked, this transfer portal sucks, then come to freaking Felton, pay the money, half the money we're going to spend at D3 that you don't really want to go to, but they're the only football team that wants to play you. It just wants you to play. And invest in yourself and your belief in yourself.
Oh yeah, that's
still on here because I lost you guys' picture, man.
No, I switched the screen.
I had like a never mind.
Yeah, you had. Yeah, I had you over the whole screen.
You don't want this ugly face on the whole screen, man. I should put This isn't like Zoom because it takes my bad side. My good side's bad enough.
But
Jeff, are you going live or what? Okay, your video.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff, are you on here?
Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm letting him talk some. That way people can hear somebody that's been doing this since the late 80s and not think that, hive mind doesn't happen. This is what I've tried to tell people too. With the portal and almost like the old junior college and the hard-grade military days, a lot of these kids from around here, especially defensive players, they don't even have a look that the kid at a junior college or the portal does. Nobody around here hardly even has a chest anymore. So when a coach walks up to a kid, he's not walking up to them Phylons and Fowlers anymore. He's got a big old chest and a big handshake and look you in the eye like they're already grown man. He already knows he's still talking to a young man becoming a man. When he can go into that portal and go get somebody that's even got possibly a lot of responsibilities and grown man problems and still able to succeed.
That's a good addition to what we were talking about before, yes.
And, another thing too. A lot of the Division I, Division II coaches, they're relying on the post grads. They have these kids ready. So when they do get a kid from the post grad, that he's already ready physically and mentally for the rigors that's gonna happen once they get them on campus. We done seen kids
that out of high school.
Yeah.
You know it when you go against college level talent.
My thing is this, and we need to kill this myth. A lot of people say it's another year of high school. No, it's not. No.
It's more like it's more like you're a semi-pro.
Exactly.
At a better level.
Exactly.
Play IMG, man.
Oh yeah, you'll find out.
Yeah.
IMG is almost a win-win for those high school kids that go down there, because if they don't get picked up, they can just stay and go to the post grade.
Thank you.
Well, I'm talking about post grade.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. It's almost a win-win.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost a win-win. And a lot of people like, why do the kids go to IMG? They could just stay at their high school. No,
however,
they get to see it.
$63,000 a year to go fucking IMG. Go to the website.
Say that again for the people all the way in the back.
Their sticker price is $63,000 a year. That's their sticker price. I'm sure a lot of those kids aren't paying that.
Yeah.
But almost nobody pays our sticker price at Felton either, which is $15,000. And then obviously we, work from there.
Yeah.
That's like
depending on talent grades, etc. But that includes food, housing, and football.
Yeah. That's a good price.
It definitely is, man. You're living on a fucking resort. It's the best time of my life. Coaching football, doing what I love, and living in a resort in Florida.
And that's the thing that people, if I have a high school kid and he talking about playing Division I, you need to come to a prep school game and see, can you play out? Do you see yourself playing out there first?
Right. And trust me, a lot of kids get exposed and learn a lot about themselves. They go, oh yeah, maybe. They keep that persona that they're the man, but they start to learn pretty fast. Maybe I'm not.
A lot of them find out real quick.
We had a kid. I'm not going to mention his name, obviously, but we were on a bus trip somewhere, and at postgrad, obviously, have to perform any tasks, OC and bus driver. But he's back there talking to his buddies, going, "Do you think I'd be out of place if I was on the Alabama sideline?" And it's like, yeah, I think you'd be out of place on the Alabama sideline. Ends up, I heard today he signed with a sprint football team. And I coach sprint. I have nothing against it. It's a college level. We played against Army, Cornell, Navy, Penn. But the lineman, nobody could be over 185 pounds. So this was a kid that 8 months ago was saying, I wouldn't look out of place on the Alabama sideline, would I? To signing with a sprint football team that's 185 and up. And he'll excel there. He'll be great. It's a great football experience. It's just your linemen are smaller.
Yeah.
Sorry, did I say too much there?
Oh no, you good.
I have a tendency to just rattle on.
Jeff,
Yes, sir.
What are the questions you got for Coach tonight?
Oh, I talk to him all the time. I don't have any questions.
Well, what you want him to tell the people that's on here tonight.
Basically, a lot of basically what he's already been saying. I just wanted somebody to come on here that's been doing this even longer than me and doing the post-grad thing right now, and just kind of explaining to people what he sees in the recruitment and the portal, and what's maybe missing in the recruitment or with these high school kids that think they might be getting slept on. Just a different mouth to mouth, different brain.
Can I ask you a question to you two guys?
Go ahead.
And I know you're both from the Southeast, so maybe I'll get the answer I'm not looking for. But do you guys see a problem with parity in college football right now?
It's a lot of parity, and
there's a lot of parity,
and you can tell it is, and it's a lot of older players. A high school kid, man, his physicality has got to be going through the roof to even get out there on the kickoff right now.
Oh, I agree 100% with what you're saying. I don't think that we're what I was talking about is when they had the play-off system, we still have an extra, but you get four. It's always up. Well, you got 5 SEC teams to be in there, right? And then we'll pick 2 others. It's like all the talent is going to the SEC. There's no parity. Like the Pac-10 is fucking Big Ten is, puts a good show every year. The Big 12, and now all of a sudden all these Big 12 teams are coming to SEC. My point is that all this conglomeration of power and other teams can't beat those guys. I mean, they're getting the best recruits from everybody, right?
Yeah.
At that level, you win, and right now, and I actually had a meeting with my coaches tonight, a recruiting meeting, and I was like, we win this. If we're going to win in the fall, we win now in the recruiting game. That's the way it is. The easiest way to win is to have better players, right?
Oh, yeah. Always.
And I think that we can take care. I do think there's a problem with parity in college football.
Yeah.
And I think it can be taken care of from the high school level in some way. Number one, the NCAA level, go to the D3 rules for D1 teams. You can't recruit anybody before the January of their junior year. That's what D3 coaches, that was our rule. You couldn't talk to a kid. If he talked to you first, you could.
Wow.
But you can't pursue a kid before his junior year of his high school in January.
I always wondered why the D3 schools came on strong.
To them late seniors.
Yeah. Every year. That's just like today. I saw a post. D3 school looking. I hate to say it, but a prep school probably can compete with what the D3 school can do for you. I hate to say it like that.
We could do better.
And you don't have to stay
We
there.
could do better.
And enroll in
Because when you get to a D3 school, you are not transferring up.
No.
Maybe now that the stupid rules come around where you can transfer up and play that year, maybe some big, like Ohio State will take Montclair State or whatever what's that school out there that's really good in Ohio? The D3, they win all the D3. Anyway, they could use that school as
State. They moved up.
No, that's a D1 school. It doesn't matter. Any D1 school could take a D3 program now and use them as a feeder program, just like a JUCO.
Wow.
So that's wrong because these kids are going to college. I mean, it's not just about football for almost everybody. And you used to have to wait a year if you transferred D3 to D1. I think it was to prevent that.
Yeah.
But I think we can take care of it from the high school level as well, where you establish a strong varsity and JV program.
Yeah.
And unless you have a need on varsity, those 11th and 12th graders are the ones that play. Despite there could be better players as sophomores and freshmen. My dad only brought up, I think, 3 sophomores his entire time he coached as a high school coach at a very, very small school, because that was the time for those juniors and seniors to play.
Well, I can tell you here, Saraland High School won with sophomores.
Yeah,
No, I
man,
understand.
they get recruited and offered. They 4-stars. They really 5-stars.
Yeah.
Dude, this is per capita. That's what I'm saying. Like when he starts really, he's seen a little, and like he's gonna know here in the next couple of months. I mean, it's different here right now.
Oh yeah, it's way different.
I understand what you're saying about the sophomore. But wouldn't it be better for them to play? And I'm not talking about just better for them. Might be better for them if they play varsity when they're freshmen. But for
they started as freshmen.
Wouldn't it be better for them if they played JVs and the juniors and seniors at the time had their time to play varsity?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, and I know there's a lot of people in the background probably saying, "No, these not your ordinary sophomores."
Yeah, we already know that. This is just some. Yeah. I mean, we're talking about.
Get it?
Yeah.
And then you got fathers holding their kids back from school for a year from kindergarten.
Oh yeah.
So the year older going through, right?
Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you this Saraland team is and it won't be the last sophomore laden team. Hoover, even though it's basketball, Hoover just won a state championship with all sophomores. And you talking about in 7A, the largest classification here in Alabama, and Saraland won in 6A, which is second largest. And really 6A is stronger than 7A when you look at the competitiveness.
I get what you're saying. What I'm saying is think about the kids, right? We're here for the kids. It's supposed to be all about the kids, not just about winning games. And how many juniors and seniors didn't get a chance to play and maybe come out and be the next fucking Deion Sanders?
But here, I got it for you. This is what they see. I'm going to tell you right now. Just like when they were in 8th grade, they had a great 40 time and they were balling on, and then they started as freshmen. If they're already better than the seniors, then we're offering them now, and the seniors not really any good.
Yeah.
That's where football's went. They've got to get them early, because if they don't get them, somebody else is.
Well,
but you got to realize this point.
Okay.
But that's only 4- and 5-star kids, and maybe
but I get what you're saying, Jeff. But listen. There are rules to every game, right?
Yeah.
If we made the rules that varsity was for juniors and seniors,
it used to be that way in some places, some states or counties, or schools that had a rule. Private schools that had a rule.
Some kids don't even develop secondary sexual characteristics till they're 15 years old.
Yeah, see, here's where you bring up a great point, and that's where recruiting's not all the same anyway, because there's still some old school coaches and scouts that really don't look at kids kind of like until D3. They don't even really look at the kid until their junior year going into their senior year, and they're not even sold on if they're going to offer an offer.
Wasn't John Jaggers telling you that?
Even before signing, listen, they need 4 games of film and to see a live game.
And wasn't John Jenkins telling you? I think you told me that the other day. That John Jenkins.
A couple older guys. That's kind of their rule. They don't really. They feel like the bodies could grow on some other kids. There's the Lawrence Taylor stories. And he didn't play till his junior year, real raw. Guys from overseas.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you a little story. My dad, who you know, is a football coach. His when he was in high school, his junior high, whatever, 8th grade, he was 5'9". He was the tallest kid. He played center on his 8th grade basketball team, and he was phenomenal, apparently. But the point is, he only grew an inch the rest of from the 8th grade to the senior year.
Right.
He's not a senior or a center.
Well,
But I can tell.
go ahead, Coach.
Look, Saraland is a different breed, man. And
It was an example.
look, it's a whole different ball game. And I never forget, one of the college coaches came to the game and he said, KT, that was the best JV team I ever seen in my life.
Right.
He said Saraland was the #1 JV team in the country last year. And they ended up winning the state championship. And he was like, because they had a roster of sophomores and juniors that was, and all them guys coming back. They coming back this year.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got a great group of 9th graders coming this year.
That's what I'm saying. That's how you build a program. And you also put a governor on the freaking NCAA from trying to tell these kids in 8th grade, well, you got to start 4 years of fucking high school or we're not going to fucking recruit you.
Yeah.
You know, let a kid develop. I'm sorry. I just think that you just told me an example that there was a team that had a great little league team, a great JV team, a great. That's how it goes. You let the kids play they're supposed to play.
But see, Saraland JV team consists of mostly 9th graders.
That's fine. Then they play next year. They play JV. Then they got their sophomores.
That's why we don't even need to gauge off of them though, because they are like the new recruiters. We got to look at some schools where it's kind of like it is really the juniors and seniors, but they're still not getting any looks. Are they good enough or not? And what are their attributes and their tangibles, and where do they measure up on numbers, stats, their huddle film? And by some numbers, I mean, measurables. What's their 40 time? What's their true height? I mean, let's look at some of that. Have they win anywhere and competed against people? And some of this goes back to like you were talking about. Do you go anywhere and get in front of competing against some of the best competition around the country? Now, those first coach. See, that's why they're even ranked. And they haven't been afraid to, compete since middle school at big events. So it's like some people, the big events, but they went to every event. They even went to your first event, our first event. So, there you go. It's just not being scared of competition, kind of having that mindset of anybody, anytime, anywhere.
Everybody last season when Saraland played a senior Layton Theodore team, everybody was afraid that Theodore kids was going to just decleave them. And I'll never forget what one of the people on the panel said. They said you cannot tackle what you can't catch. And Saraland's speed was just so phenomenal that you could never just get a kill shot on them to injure any of them. So, that's what the bigger, faster, stronger, mentality. But these people were successful, and everybody's saying, "Oh man, you can go ahead and get them the state championship again." And I beg to differ. They're gonna have to earn it. And just like you said earlier, some of them ain't even developed sexually. So now you're gonna have to start dealing with that part of football that you hadn't experienced yet. So it's gonna be a lot of things that's gonna take place these next couple of years. That with those those sophomores that's gonna be juniors next year, and then now they're gonna be a senior a year after that. So it's a lot of football that's gonna take place between now and then for them. So projections are good, but saying that you can get them to state championship would just be a smear in somebody's face, who's out here working harder, that's older. And, so at the end of the day, you can say what you want to say. An older football player should dominate a younger football player. But now these kids are successful in what they're good at. But that doesn't mean, later they might be as this dominant.
I mean, it's good to have that Georgia mentality, but Georgia still had to prove it, and they still had some close games. And Alabama's had some dynasty-type teams in college football that they didn't always go undefeated. All his national championship teams, Coach Saban's haven't been undefeated teams. So, and just like Maryland this year wasn't undefeated, but just like other SEC teams winning NCAA championships, Florida State, the Clemsons, you still have to play the game. It's still one game at a time. We've seen Super Bowls 28-3. So until you play the game, I mean, you don't need to crown on anybody.
Yeah.
So I think what your original question was, are postgrads worth it, and are you going to be a D1 or D2 player? So the thing is here, especially with the transfer portal, people can get missed, right? They're recruiting less from high schools because the transfer portal puts that into play. JUCOs are going broke, from what I heard, because people are like, screw that, I'll go here instead of a JUCO, and then I have the transfer portal after. Postgrad is for people. There's a couple reasons to go to postgrad. The biggest reason is you love the game, you think you're better than the offer that you got. And if I have another year against college age competition, then maybe I can get some film and get a look from a school. I haven't gotten one, or I've gotten, say, an offer from D3, which offer in D3 means nothing. It's just for show. There's no money coming in, except for what they can package you financially and financial aid and little things they can tack on, like
you have to qualify.
You were the captain of a team. What's that, Jeff?
I said you have to qualify for something like a presidential grant and still be like
yeah. It's like they have little scholarships.
So you still have to really be a student athlete if you're going D3. You're kind of just wasting your time.
A school across the road that I coached at, they were giving like $10,000 to an athlete if he was a captain on his freaking team in high school. So there are these ways to get around the athletic scholarships, but in general, D3 you're going to pay. So if you're a D3 kid, only got offered from D3, and you think you might be good enough to get a scholarship, it might be worth paying, what you would pay to go to college for that semester to come to Baltimore. What's your school in Alabama?
Good Elite Prep.
Okay.
Right. And then you can leave
to go to a prep school or postgrad
down in Florida.
Because that investment in yourself can turn into a scholarship in the future. Where you might pay for, say, what you would pay for one semester, now you get 4 free years of school. And you don't lose any NCAA eligibility like you would if you went to a JUCO.
Yeah, it's almost like if you went undrafted in baseball, but they thought maybe you should have been. You're going to try out for a team like say when we had the Bears or the Barons or something, and you make the team. But you can do like a one and done, and then move up to double A or triple A, but that'll be basically college, and then get a chance to NFL. But you can be a one and done, right? I mean, and enroll in January.
I would say that postgrad was even higher than like D3. If you go D3, you're generally not going to transfer up, especially with the transfer portal now. You're not going to transfer up to D1. You're not. If you accept the D3 offer, that better be the school you want to go to. And unless you go to Hobart and you want to start for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which some kids did, you're probably not going to play in the pros. Some D2 kids end up pros and all this other stuff. You basically have to be FCS or FBS to be a pro. If you think you have that kind of talent, if you think you have that you just need a year to develop, or you got screwed in high school, or this or that, then post-grad might be the way, because you're not losing a year.
Oh, yeah.
You're not losing a year from your clock in college.
Exactly.
My thing is, the hardest sell down here, you got so many kids going Division I, and it's almost like, oh, you got to go post-grad. But, we done had kids go to Boise State, Arkansas, Kentucky, Alabama State, Alabama A&M, North Alabama, South Alabama, Troy, Grambling. We done had kids go Clark, Atlanta, to various schools and perform at a high level. And some of them go straight in starting.
Look, if you can increase the level, if you go D2, and let's not put NAIA below D3, D1, D2, all that bullshit. Right? NAIA is its own organization. There are NAIA schools that compete with FCS. But NAIA also gives scholarships. Like, if you're a D3 kid, you might as well take a year and you think you're even get NAIA scholarship. You might as well put the money into, if you believe in yourself and you believe that's what you believe, you might as well invest that money into a postgrad, man.
Yeah.
What are you losing? You're going to pay anyway.
Kids, and a lot of kids need to go to post-grad just because they're not mentally ready to be taking on a full class load.
100%.
Somebody's college,
and they need some good film. Maybe they need
I've just been talking football. He's talking real shit. Like, there are kids that aren't ready to go to college. I mean, honestly, especially kids today aren't ready to go to college. Yeah. They're very immature these days.
You ain't making too many TikToks, I guarantee you that.
Who's that, me? I got a couple.
I'm talking about the kids. You know how the kids making the TikToks at the school. You ain't making too many TikToks playing on the college level. You don't have time. You have a set schedule.
We got kids that'll make a TikTok talking about making a comeback or they're training. I'm just talking about random kids, just making these TikToks nowadays. Next thing you know, they'll be doing something else, having to go see a therapist, not wanting to know if they want to play sports anymore. Want to be a musician or something.
Well, we're not interested in them making TikToks. Maybe they're girlfriends. As long as they're 18.
I'm just saying, man, I ain't even worried about none of that. It's just these kids need some film if they didn't prove themselves in high school too. You know what I mean? And like you said, they need to work on being mature, maybe not having a full class load. Maybe that'll help them shine a little bit better on the field, not have so much pressure on them. They get them some good film, and then they can move on and get some of those offers like Coach Thornton was talking about, because those are the stories they want to hear. Because that's the only way they're coming is, well, who's done this? Do you have a pipeline, so to speak, as to proof of?
They say all that shit, but who has a pipeline? Listen. Pipeline, all that means is you got to have the friggin' talent to go through the pipeline.
Right, but
do you have a pipeline? It doesn't mean because I offer this kid who runs a 4.7 and he's a wide receiver and he's 5'8" and weighs 135 pounds, I could have a pipeline somewhere, but I'm not going to turn that kid toward that freaking school.
See, at least that was kind of a good problem they had. Coach, they had some kids this year, they really thought that they were, going to get turned on, kind of like, hey, man, we're going to really be pushing for you hard, And they didn't.
The crazy part about it, we just did a showcase, and this right here would really just let me know that a lot of kids just really don't know, and the parents don't. When only 2 unsigned seniors showed up. 2.
Well, I'm
and
glad
you talking about Mobile, Baldwin County is supposed to be the football capital.
The kids that should be showing up.
2 kids. 2. It's almost like everybody is thinking that these people really watching your film. Your film is not. Sometimes you have to show yourself in person. Stop going and find all of your best plays. College coaches know these are your best plays. But guess what they gonna do? They gonna go back and watch some of your bad plays.
What's your worst plays, man?
So that's the thing.
Hey, guess what? Here's the thing. We're also recruiting the defensive guys that's played against you. So I see your bad plays too.
Well, let's just say one of these new leagues, arena football, had a tryout, and we had it at Sage Park, or like we do, we might even ask some guys to come more than once and go up to Hoover on the fields, behind Hoover Met, and we may even have another one in Houston or Atlanta or something. Point being, like, these guys, I mean, man, I've watched SEC guys have to try out for fan-controlled football that I helped scout. I mean, nobody's above it. Their agents send them there on a plane. You think them guys coming to Mobile, Alabama?
No. But these kids that come to postgrad think they're the fucking second coming of Christ. Seriously, they come in going like, I'm the best thing that's ever been. It's like, dude, you're paying to play football at 18. I didn't pay at 18 to play football. I played in college.
Right.
It's like don't get too full of yourself that you're not going to listen to your coach and do what, a lot of the kids come in and think they're the best thing since sliced bread. And it's like, dude,
we got kids.
You would not be here if you weren't. I don't say that to them, but other coaches do. Other coaches aren't as nice as I am.
Right. Well, they need that. They need somebody like that, because that's the thing. These kids think that somebody's going to keep telling them how great they are, and eventually it's just going to be, you got maybe one time to impress some people, and they're going to go off maybe that.
The thing is, Jeff, Coach Ford, the thing I'm trying to say is that the way D1 recruits now, okay? If you're a senior and you haven't gotten any D1 offers, you're not getting any D1 offers, right?
Right.
If your senior goes to D3, you're not getting any D1 offers the rest of your life. If your senior goes to D2, you can enter a transfer portal. D1 FCS, D1 AA, you can. If you go NAIA, maybe. But you know what? Your best chance of playing 4 years, because when you play with us, it doesn't count.
Don't count.
There you go, everybody.
Your best chance of playing 4 years of D1 football is to go to a post-grad and show what you can effing do. Right. It's like, maybe you got to take 1 or 2 college courses or whatever, depending on the freaking thing, or an SAT course or whatever. But you're basically majoring in football for a semester. And you're playing against good competition.
Yep.
And you're showing yourself. Say you came from a school in Iowa that the only competition you had a bunch of 5'6" defensive ends, right? A college coach is going to look at that and go, well, he looks good, but he's blocking a guy that's half his size.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get the looks, right? So these kids that do slip through the cracks, those are the kids we're looking for, is the kids that slip through the cracks. Or because you effed up during high school and didn't get your work done like you should have, and you don't quite have the grades to qualify as a freshman, then come play here because you're not going to lose a year and you're going to still have the same freaking talent you had before. You're going to have more, right? It's a win-win proposition, really.
Yeah.
I understand it costs money, right? But if you go D3, it's going to cost money. If you don't go D2, whatever, if you don't get
D2's costing money these days.
Well, that's what I'm saying. People don't understand this. When my kid did go to the D1 tryout and everything, they're like, we only give this is D1 college baseball. Okay? D1 college baseball. They give 11.5 scholarships a year.
Yep.
How many guys you keep on a baseball team, varsity baseball team? 25 or 26. You have 11.5 scholarships to give out.
A lot of relievers paying.
There's just a lot of no. 11.5 a year. That's not you get one and you keep it the next year. There's 11.5 a year. That means there's a lot of partial scholarships, right? There's a lot of partial scholarships, a lot of non-full ride scholarships that people don't understand. It all comes after your financial aid is factored in, after everything else is factored in. That's a scholarship you're getting. Do you guys get what I'm saying here?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm with you, man. I'm letting somebody
kids
else.
think that a
You might have
scholarship.
5 kids on that one scholarship.
Yeah, exactly.
For the
That's
people
what
that
I'm
are
saying.
sitting at home trying to figure it out, you might
There's
have
a
5
difference-
kids on one scholarship.
Yeah.
There's a difference between a scholarship and a free ride.
Exactly.
A free ride is everything.
Right.
Exactly.
A scholarship could be partial, quarter, half, whatever. God, that's what guys don't realize when they're playing video games and imagining that they belong in the NFL. But the important thing is you go to college, maybe you get paid to go to college, and you go to the right college.
I got another one. Unless you just have an all-star junior spring game, you can forget the NIL deals when you make it to college.
I don't even know how that shit works. I can't
Yeah.
imagine dealing with NIL.
You got a lot of kids going D1 that's not going to get an NIL deal.
Mm-hmm.
So
most
just
of them.
because you go D1, you know, you might miss the boat that year. It might be a post-grad kid come in and boy, they projected him to be the man. And you be like, where did this guy come from? You recruited me. And see, that's the element of surprise that's going to hit a lot of these kids because now they're going to think that the school is done recruiting. And then here come this kid from the post-grad that's 20 years old and got experience. And, man, they want the best player. They don't care how old you are. They want the best player.
Yep.
Y'all, I was sitting there watching Drake play yesterday. Drake had 5 25-year-olds. I'm going to say that again for the people way in the back. Drake had 5 25-year-olds playing Division I basketball. So you tell me what an 18-year-old freshman can do with a 25-year-old. And I'll wait. And those are former post-grad kids.
Well, there you go. Even though people don't like to hear it and try to compare it to like a Chris Winkie situation or something. I mean, you look at Stetson Bennett, you look at the Tennessee former quarterback. I mean, those guys are 25 years old.
Man, those are former post-grad kids these teams are getting. And those kids are panning out. Well, a high school kid might come up there and think it's a party central, and the post-grad kid is all about business.
All about what, Coach?
all about business.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. He's all about his business.
You know.
Exactly. Yeah. And he's been.
So that post-grad kid going to be locked in if he get offer.
He going to be
But
like
that high school
military.
kid going to have a signing party and they're going to take 1 million pictures.
Right. Man, that post-grad kid probably, they done sold out to paying a good trainer.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they do in morning, noon, and night. Then got them a little nutritionist, something. Hey, if we got to get a loan.
Man, come on, man.
That's what I'm trying to say.
My thing is this. Everybody want everything for free. Okay. If my kid don't have an offer right now, I'm trying to find me a good loan company. So whenever I find a post-grad deal that fits me, I'm going to have the money ready. So they're not going to even have to wait on my money. I'm going to have my money ready.
Right. You'd be like, you got one time, you go get you some good film. This is your chance. And if you're good enough, maybe you weren't mature enough while you were.
My granddad used to say all the time, you got to pay the cost to be the boss sometimes. Yeah. And a lot of people don't want to pay the cost, but they want to be the boss. Man, my kid been playing since he was 4 years old. Those college coaches don't care about that. Stop trying to come up with a reason for them not to say no. They're going to say no either way it go.
Man, just go to more showcases and get one good 40 time, and you might get some offers.
I know with DeMond Jones at a 4.47 or 4.49 or something like that.
Multiple clocks.
Man, come on.
Hand digital. Either way, it didn't matter. It was still, man. He was the fastest kid of the day. Period.
Hey, I know we got some favorite people on here. Why did KT them stop the show tonight to talk about this? This is more important than what we got to talk about. Baker not playing Blunt. It don't even matter.
Hey, man, it's Football 365, and we're going on a subject that, we got so many people that got those kids that's kind of, hadn't got any offers right now, and they're wondering, well, I wonder what they want to do if they still want to play if they don't get an offer. Should we walk on somewhere? And,
Sorry, I had some connection issues and missed the last, 10 minutes.
No, we still there.
I'm back whether you guys like it or not.
No, you good, man. We needed you on here tonight. We needed somebody needed to, another part of the country, and people just see another coach and what he does, what he says, what he thinks, just kind of his mindset, and just not hear the same.
I'd honestly rather you just get back to football stuff. I mean, I can't stand all this recruiting and this, you know what I mean? The politics of everything. I just want to play the game,
Yeah, unfortunately, it's the world we live in.
So, Coach, what do you guys run out there?
Well, we run the spread, and then on defense run a 3-3-5.
Oh yeah, I love that. I hate that. I love you running it. I hate it as an offensive coordinator.
Yeah. But
I got an answer though. You 3-3-5 guys are gonna be surprised next year. I got an answer for that.
Well, sometimes roll down to 4-2-5. It really based off of the formations that the other team have, and
I know. I'm just saying.
And the guys that we have.
I'm just saying.
Personnel dictates a whole lot.
It's not always it's not always the X's and O's.
That's what we want to run. I can tell you this.
Because if I were a defensive coach, I would probably run a 3-3-5. That's all I'm saying. I love it as a defensive guy, but I hate it running an offense against it. But why do you think I've been working so hard this offseason? I have to defeat the odd front of all sorts. Because we're both in post-grad. We both understand it's hard to get big guys. It's hard to get linemen that are good. So there's a lot of odd fronts I see.
Oh, yeah.
I could beat an even front yesterday, tomorrow, and next week. Odd fronts, that's what I'm working on this offseason. because I saw a lot of them. I think we only played 2 even fronts all year. At 11 games. Odd fronts offer so many options. I'm not going to give away what I'm going to do, but I'll tell you what, Coach. Hey, we should try to schedule a game between you and me. We're not that far away.
Need to get you with Coach Good.
I'm not a head coach, by the way. I'm an OC. So.
Yeah. But Coach Good, the head coach, he definitely looking for some more games. Well, he might have a full schedule. I don't know.
We're in a like league now. We're in like some kind of league, some kind of division. I don't know.
Yeah, we're in a conference.
Yeah, we got a conference. I was like, wow, we got a conference. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think it'd be good in the long run for all of us, you know.
Oh yeah. When you got a team like Fountain Prep that'll put up 70 on you, and we hold them to like 30, I think they beat us 31-25 or something like that.
That's awesome.
You know.
No, we take our little victories, right? Like going into the 2 best games I coached this year is OC. One was a 6-0 win. Okay. Now nobody gives the offensive coordinator very much props for a 6-0 win. But I knew we had a day and a half of practice before we knew this game. It was supposed to be a bye week. And they scheduled a game. Before the game, I told our coach, I said, our punter is going to be our most important asset in this our punter is going to be our MVP of this game. That's what I told him, man. I knew we didn't have time to prepare for this game at all. And we scored with 24 seconds left and won the game 6-0. Yeah. So, I mean, I just played field position game. When I said the punter was going to be the best part of our freaking offense all game, I meant it. I mean, he turned the field twice. He had a 70-yard kick, I think. And the other so, you know, I didn't even know what did we start about talking about? I had 2 examples of that.
I can tell you this. No, we was talking about the best game.
That's why they call it football right there. Like you
know, our best game was a 7-6 loss. Well, we go for 2.
Oh, okay.
And the official don't throw the flag on the fade, and they tackle our 6'5" receiver.
Yeah.
And you know, it was the conference champion. So, you know, we sitting there like, really? So you know, that was like, you know, a big game because, you know, nobody expected us to be that close. You know,
it's great. You got in that position to win the game too. I mean, that's freaking amazing.
Yeah.
But nobody ever gives credit for like what they don't see. You know what I mean? What's going on behind the other game was we played IMG this year. And I watched their film. And I knew our defense. And not that our offense would do much better, but I knew our defense. Right? And I was like, no, we're going to get smoked. I go, my goal in that game was to stop IMG from getting 100 points against us.
Wow.
As a team, you know, as an offense, I was going to do what I could as an offense to not allow them to score 100 points. That was literally my goal. And
but we beat Field of Dreams 2 years ago.
The year before, Feltram beat IMG. But I knew what we had last year, and I knew what they had last year.
Yeah.
And we ended up scoring right before the half. It was a great, like, minute and a half, 50-second drive, whatever it was. All no huddle. And then we started out the second half and scored 2. So I felt that was like a victory as far as what talent versus talent. You know, I was like, us versus them, they're a lot better, man. You know, kudos.
Oh, yeah.
Pay $63,000 a year, you better fucking be better, you know. but you know, my goal going to that game was do what I could for the defense and not to put them in a bad position. You know, and they didn't score 100 again. So. But the previous one where I won 6-0, and nobody's ever going to give offensive coordinator fucking props for winning 6-0. But we did not have the firepower going in that game. The knowledge, preparation.
Wow.
I can't wait to get down there. When do your guys' season start?
We start in August.
Start playing games in August? Or you start
It is,
like
it is Alabama.
And that's what I was wondering, man. I grew up in New York where we couldn't even put dummies on the freaking field until like September.
Man, it's Alabama. In July, we're gonna be wide open scrimmaging and
Man, he should see it.
All right, buddy.
Kids on their days off, they'll be at Sage Park or something like that.
That's why I was saying, nah, they not. Look down here, they're not waiting to the junior year to hit varsity.
No.
Shit. We got every year we gonna have a great ninth grader playing, a bunch of ninth graders playing, and 10th graders, contributing. And what Sierland did was just, Sierland did something that was just phenomenal. They won with a bunch of sophomores. Quarterback, sophomore, wide receiver had 44 touchdowns. So the numbers, the numbers tell the story.
Player of the year.
I'm not denying that was the best team that you could field. But I'm just saying, for the overall good of the sport, maybe we better keep those guys JVs there. And again, they were the best team in the state, and they deserve everything they got.
Yeah, the sophomore Mr. Football, first time in state history having a sophomore Mr. Football.
Is that an Alabama thing? That's awesome, man.
Oh yeah.
Andy was Gatorade Player of the Year.
Yep, and the Gatorade Player of the Year.
Oh, believe me, guys. I know you Alabama guys can brag. You can brag with the best of them. I know that.
Oh yeah.
All y'all do is brag, right? I know that.
You gotta see it for yourself, man. It ain't that. It's like the future.
It's gonna take.
Like
I've seen it for myself.
Smith played high school football with Ruggs speed. It's like Ruggs playing high school when he was at Bama.
Hello, coach.
And
Pat, we gonna let him see it. Hold on, one second.
Pat Mahomes is throwing and he's like a combo of Pat Mahomes and Bryce Young.
Hello, Jeff. Jeff. You don't see it is believe it on this show. And we got a video for him to see. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up.
Combo in the
Sierland, Alabama. Spartan country.
No. The video. 35. We got you. Sierland by 35.
And now they shift, and here comes Williams in the backfield to take the snap. He's got it, and he's in. Touchdown, Saraland. Final play of the first half. The Department of Human Resources touchdown.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
Cool video.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that number 9 and that number one combo, that's like that'll be like, man, I'm telling you, that's the closest thing to like Bryce Young throwing the like,
Oh my God, it's unfair.
You guys got really good camera work and editing down there.
Oh man, I got one better than that. Look, the kid got his own commercial. Hold on, let me put it on.
There you go.
Wildcat, and he takes off. He stumbles a bit, but gets his feet under him, and no one will catch him. Williams goes untouched for the touchdown, and it's a 14-0 lead for the Spartans midway through the first quarter.
Man, like Reggie Bush or Percy Harvin.
Oh my God, man, it's unfair.
Shot out of a cannon, bullet belt. Accelerator.
No, that's very impressive talent there.
Hold on, I got one more for you, Coach.
Look like deep ball drill from the combine. Just throw it up.
Let me show you how this 10th grade wide receiver already committed to Bama got his GLD. Ryan Williams, his Instagram is Hollywood, so he better go step it. Play one in a playoff game rematch. Quarterback drops an absolute bucket. The first play of the game, straight out of the ready break. 80-yard bomb. That's one. Look at my childish self. I just knew this was viral. They get the ball back again. Play action. He sets his feet. I'm like, oh my stars. This is the team that knocked them out of playoffs last year, so they came out to violate. And y'all know the drill. You make a play, you get a hood. It's a good thing you're good at football, because you look like Little Red Riding Hood. Get it together. They start trying to double him, triple him, put him at running back. I'm out of here. Bro hit the speed boost and skedaddle. What that is? Uno, dos, tres. 3 of them things in the first half. 240 and 3 tutties.
It is a touch discussion.
Now the defense start turning up. They throw him a swing pass from the backfield. Got y'all asses. A jump throw across his body. Buck. Just when y'all was rallying to the ball. Right over y'all head. 4 of them things with a whole nother quarter to play.
Yeah, it's unfair. It's unfair, Coach. I swear it is.
Hashtag clutch ballers right there, man. Dude,
it's unfair, Coach.
We don't give them their props, man. There ain't nothing to say. It's already been said. They just keep doing what they do.
He's great. Unfair, how much better would he be against, say, if there were like a JV and a varsity and he was in the JV? How much better?
That ain't my kid. I'd shut it down.
Bro. Coach, that was in the playoffs.
No, I understand. You understand. I understand those kids. I understand those kids are phenomenal talents. They belong doing what they're doing. And I'm not saying that it's a hard and strict rule. What I was just trying to suggest is that in order to improve NCAA, college football, like for the better of everybody, college football talent, and spread it around so that we can have some parity, might be to keep these kids like mostly juniors and seniors. I'm not saying a hard and fast rule. It's a free country. Bring kids up if you can. But in general, the kids that have been around the program for so many years, and then they have a bunch of sophomores come up and take their positions away and play during the time. Say a kid comes up and he plays, works his ass off, and he's like a B as a player. He's a B. But you got 25 sophomores at his position that are a C, or I'm sorry, a B, the same B. And they go, well, I'm going to look toward the future and put the B in. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. It's like maybe if they couldn't recruit those guys when they were that young. And honestly, when you're recruiting a guy that young, does he know what he wants to take in college? Does he know who he is? I mean, even what kind of college he wants to go to or anything like that. But you're recruiting him to play football. So
I got a whole different outlook on it. Y'all.
Yeah, I want to hear it, Joe.
No, you don't want to hear it.
No, I do. I fucking want to hear everybody's.
They're never going to get rid of it. That is minor league football to them, and they think you need an education. I mean, school's not for everybody. I'm not that big of a fan of saying that you got to go play college football to be a pro football player. But that's the way they've made it seem. Like that's
you kind of do.
Because
it's
that's
not
the way
basketball.
They're making it seem.
It's not. No, it's the way they make it work.
There's other leagues. What I'm saying, instead of go to school, you could go. Maybe you have to take some classes. There's some guys that's made it with hardly ever going to class or being really represented at a big school. So I mean, it's just, you might make it from arena or something.
Do you know how many people actually play in the NFL?
Oh, I get it, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, and I know that's the thing, the percentage.
But you got to realize, Coach, it's a lot of kids from down here went pro. So
I'm not saying that. No.
It's like a harsh reality.
I'm not saying there are a lot. There are a lot, but you take that a lot divided by how many kids went through during that time.
My thing is, you just don't want to hear for all I care, man, they could get rid of college football and we could start just like minor league football. Just draft the kid out of high school and do minor leagues like it's single, double, and AAA.
That's what college football is right now.
But I'm saying if you're good enough to just be a football player, why are we worried even about college right now?
That's what college football is.
Coach, you think that's some, Coach? Coach, you thought that was some, Coach? Coach, we got a video over here of a 9th grade quarterback. That's just a 10th grade. We got a video right here of the 9th grade quarterback that's probably going to blow your mind. And
I got you.
Man, it's crazy.
How many 9th grade quarterbacks in the world?
Yeah.
And let's talk about the United States, basically. Are at that level, do you think, that yours is? Yours might be number one, but like, say, top 25. Do you think there are 25 quarterbacks that are around that level right now?
Yeah, there's 5 in Florida.
No, I'm asking
Coach Thornton.
Yeah.
Thornton.
Yeah.
How many is like even if he's the best, how many other quarterbacks in this country of 3 million people are there as freshmen that are as good? Maybe or close.
Well, you can tell. These are the ones that's getting the opportunity. We can't get mad because the high school coach say this kid gonna be a quarterback. Yeah.
I wish the best for all of them. I'm saying for the betterment of the NCAA and parity and UCLA. You guys are all in the Southeast. You guys love this.
You think that's Thompson? Thompson won the state championship in 7A with an 8th grade quarterback.
But hold on, we could stop the whole thing.
I get it. I'm not saying that couldn't happen, but could they have won it with a senior quarterback, or could they have won it with a junior quarterback that might have gotten an offer? And then the 8th grade one is 5 years behind or whatever, so he's going to get an offer later on.
All right, I'm going to be honest about something. Have we all seen the kid that's getting recruited with he may be this year's class, but like it may be the same year. But Micah Dubose. Like, there's another tackle. Like, there's always kids that are almost just like these other kids from just a few states. Florida has like 5 kids to every hour one in that class that they say we scouted this. So you should.
Why do you think I
even
coached
more
there, John?
Huh?
I said, why do you think I coached there?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. And that's what people about from here don't understand. They think we're big now. We just got big. Like, this is happening in Florida. Bro, this is like a business down there. Like, Orlando's become like the football capital for youth football all the way up into, I mean, they even got, Disney Wild World of Sports had that for years, but you've got the Under Armour game there that's competed with the U.S. Army All-American game. Those kids want to play there. They play at Camping World for different events. I mean, you got major universities. I mean, just to go to South Florida there is like a big deal.
Think about this. Think about this, Jeff. Big Devon Young, 6'7", 340 pounds. He ran a 4.98 40.
Yeah, he's
6'7", 340 pounds, ninth grader.
Yeah, and it definitely makes sense now, especially now that I know he's a D lineman. And with them times we just saw from the D line, I'm like, man, I could see that kid that big after what he just did and not taking anything from Damon Jones. What if he come out and ran a 40 time at that size and more chiseled, bigger, faster, stronger? You know what I mean? One day, and you're sitting there going like 4'4", 8 or 9, and you look at his size like, oh my gosh.
He's okay, Jeff. He's a big boy. He's a good athlete. But is he going to be that when he's 18, 19, 20 years old? If you tell him at that age, you have the world at your fingertips at this age, how much better would that kid be if he couldn't be recruited till even say sophomore year?
Right. But see, he's got the size and everything that people's trying to recruit early, kind of like even with the speed. But this is a great conversation.
I understand, but
hold on. Listen.
You're agreeing with what I'm saying.
Kind of, but no, I'm not, because think about
how much better would he get? Would he become Lawrence Taylor?
I don't know. I think he needs to get thrown in the fire as early as possible myself, but we do that here. We play a lot of
okay, throw him in the fucking fire, okay? But don't recruit him. I'll make a compromise here. Don't let NCAA teams recruit until junior year.
Hey, you know,
let your players play when they're in fucking goddamn kindergarten. I don't care, but don't let the NCAA recruit him until they're junior year. That way, this kid doesn't know how he's big.
But that's already happening with coaches that have the same mindset as you anyway. There's people that recruit early, there's people that recruit late. It's the same reason why Damon Jones had to come out and still prove to everybody that it's like, I'm good, I'll show you right now. And it's kind of a travesty because it's like he is a top backer in the state. He should have some kind of a good offer right up there with some other kids that are at least like D2. And he had to still come out there and prove, like, all right, I hope this proves it to everybody. This 40 times should definitely be enough.
I'm not sure what you're saying. I'm not sure how we're disagreeing. I'm not sure what you're saying.
Because it happened to him. He's getting recruited.
But I'm not sure that we're talking about the same thing.
He got caught in the shuffle. Exactly. Because we don't.
He got caught in the shuffle.
He got caught in the shuffle because of what you're saying.
He got caught in the shuffle of his coaches finally putting him out late.
Yeah,
and he got lost in the
same thing. And they should have been putting him out early.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? People are literally, instead of doing it his sophomore going into his junior, knowing he's going to start and he's that good, now they're waiting like a D3 school.
I understand what you're saying. I understand exactly what you're saying. What I'm saying, though, if we stop NCAA Division I and whatever else can do it, recruiting before put them with the same rules as D3. You can't recruit a kid until his junior year in January.
Well, it used to almost be that way. They weren't taking people serious.
Well, but it's not. They're going after 8th graders, which is making the guys like you were talking about, the linebacker, get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, probably worse than ever. But I mean, it's just, man. Hey, I didn't do any of this. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's a national type of thing where they're trying to get some of these people. I think you have to have certain attributes. I mean, I think a skill position. If you got a blazing 40 time, it's like they think, well, he's not going to get much worse. We got to go ahead and grab him now.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but if you put a rule against them grabbing him now,
Look at
he's
Maya
still gonna have
Dubose.
that 40. He's still gonna have that 40 time in 5 years.
Maybe not, and maybe that's why you don't offer them until later on. I've watched kids not be the same as they were, even as some people had worse senior years than their sophomore year, and played in 6A football and started.
So you're supporting my argument, not to recruit him until they're juniors.
I wouldn't recruit nobody just about until their junior year. I'd just kind of watch and be like, very impressive.
But they're recruiting kids in 8th grade.
I guess they feel like they've got to go ahead and start courting them or something. I mean, like, dude, I mean, it wouldn't matter. I'm not the one doing it. They all are doing it. Talk to the coaches. Take it to the Nick Saban. He probably loved this. That way,
I'm not saying they all aren't. What I'm saying is it might not be good for the sport to recruit kids before they're junior.
Yeah, it would probably help some of these other people that are complaining, like you said, that the kids worked hard and he's not getting a look enough or something because they're offering too many younger kids. But then it just goes back to, like you said, but if your kid ain't gotten offered yet and he's going to be a senior and by a decent one score, he's probably not going to get offered.
Jeff Ford. My name is Jeff Ford. I'm a quarterback. I earned my starting position when I was a sophomore. I played when I was a junior. I don't have like the physical attributes that D1 people freaking look for. But I threw for 2,500 yards my first 2 years, my sophomore and junior year. But now somebody starts recruiting a freaking 8th grader in your school. Somebody like Alabama or Auburn or Clemson or some SEC team, and says, we're recruiting this kid who's an 8th grader. Do you think that high school coach is going to start the senior the next year? Or he's going to bring the 8th grader up? And then that senior who threw for 2,500 yards or whatever he did his first 2 years, just ready getting for his senior year and ready to freaking take on the world and show what he can do. And maybe grew 2 inches over the summer and maybe, developed other things like, they threw the ball 15 yards longer and worked hard and went to camps and this and that. And then this 8th grade is going to come up, well, Auburn's recruiting this kid, so we got to play him over you. What does that give that kid? It's not that the 8th grader is going to do better than that kid. He's probably not. But it totally takes away the older kid's chance to prove himself. And if he fucks up, bring the 8th grader up.
Got some good points in the comment sections too. Everything you're saying is a great point too. It's just I don't know what to think about.
There's a comment section?
Yeah, there's a
and video. Holy shit! Comment section. How many comments are how ugly I am?
No, we got social media has put a boom on early recruiting. It's film and parents that really help put in work to help. It's different now. Camps and films get you there.
Yeah, them the old days. Yeah, I done been with the old days and the new days. Where college coaches used to come around and look for kids. They don't have to do that no more. Now they already know what kids they come to watch.
I think it depends on what level.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You're not getting a Power 5 school to come to Mobile, Alabama to just look for kids. They coming for a specific kid.
They come for a specific kid. Yeah.
But everybody think that they're coming to see everybody. They don't come see everybody.
Yeah. That's like those little
And
camps they used to have.
oh yeah,
They used to have camps like I know both my kids went to baseball camps when they were younger. And I talked to this one coach. He's like, "Oh, we're just having this camp. Nobody in this camp has a chance except for this kid we're flying in from South Carolina because we can't legally talk to him unless we're having a camp."
Oh yes, I've been around lots of stuff like that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
If you good, they're gonna
we're
fly
not
you in.
interested in these kids that paid $400 for the weekend. We're interested in this kid. We're flying up from South Carolina.
see, that's the thing that the parents need to hear. You know, because
That's
a
what I'm
lot of
saying.
people
It.
thinking, "Oh, I can overlook one event and go to this event, and I'm gonna get seen." And all you going is a number at that camp.
Okay, hold on. I got a good one too. Coach Norvell just made a good point. Did you see that?
I
What is
don't
that?
have the. I didn't
It says
know
they
we were
already
live.
know who. It says they already know who they want who they want to see when they step on your campus. If you're still there, maybe just kind of in your own way, kind of explain that.
Which coach?
Coach Norvell.
Coach Norville, he in the comments.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let him explain kind of like what he means by how do they already know who they want to see, and then that'll bring us to where we are today.
you're talking about college coaches?
No, high school.
No, I'm talking about
If we go to a game, we're going there for a specific person or maybe two. We're not going for the whole damn team.
Right. Now
We've already evaluated
our
the fucking
job
team.
as coaches to get the other kids on your roster seen. And see, sometimes that can be.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Coach said it's job as coaches to get other kids on the roster seen that they're not there to see. You know, maybe.
Well, if he's got any linemen that he thinks are getting overlooked, send them to me.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we probably got plenty of them.
Send them to Coach Steely at Feltram Academy.
But see, here's the problem. You got people thinking that the old way is really still in effect, you know, when it comes down to these opportunities. You know, they acting like, oh, somebody gonna ride in on a white horse and bring you a scholarship offer. And that's not happening.
Not as a senior.
Exactly.
They've already got their class. They've already got class of 2024 is what is a late recruits right now. If you're a class of 2023, you haven't gotten a D1 offer, you're not getting one.
Well, we're talking about next year, really. We don't. This is mop up.
I'm talking about this freaking year.
Well, that's for you. I mean, mopping up. I'm talking about the real
recruiting
next year.
We're all talking. I think the coach what was the coach's name that wrote that? Was about kids from this year.
Right, but what I'm saying is this: if you didn't sign on signing day, where are you going?
There's still stuff that happens after signing day, but yeah, exactly. That's what you're saying. But if you're not getting recruited now, where the hell do you think you're going?
Now you're talking about no offers. Okay, so now if you're not getting recruited, right?
Now it's not even nobody's. I mean, if you haven't been, you're right, Jeff. You're saying what I'm saying. If you haven't signed by signing day, but I'm saying if you're a senior and you haven't been recruited as a junior.
I know about late stuff. Like there's stuff that happens, you know, when people don't sign on signing day and there's little stuff that but if you're not even getting that, it's over for them kids. They looking at the juniors now so they don't end up that way like that guy.
It's not over because you can go to a post grad and now you're like a senior plus. Maybe you do get a freaking scholarship.
Okay, well then that's what y'all are there for, those kids where somehow they got lost in the shuffle even their senior year and they're diving in the rough.
Walk-ons have another shot if you're a dog. It's still a chance. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. Walk-ons fill rosters
Bro, you know how many preferred walk-ons I know that wish they would have just went to junior college? They got on a Greyhound bus, and these people are all staters. One of them Mr. Football.
That's a mythical illusion
Mm-hmm.
saying that you're gonna walk on at an Auburn
You're gonna end
and
up
you
being
get
a
on
Rudy.
the field
That's like
because
I
the
had half
Auburn gonna
scholarship to
try to go
Florida
get
State.
another kid that's way better than you.
Yeah, man, I ain't
Something
going down
wrong
there,
with it.
Coach.
You know,
Listen, even at the pathetic level that I played college football, when the guy that recruited me, okay, left and went to Maine University. So while I was there as a freshman, the guy that recruited me was not there. So you have coaches that are there that recruited these guys. They always have an extra pull for that guy that they recruited. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why those guys nowadays, like if with the transfer portal, if a coach transfers and he was getting recruited by that coach, a lot of times he'll go play for that coach that recruited him.
It's about the coach's job, right? It's about, look, am I going to keep my job? I can go. The guy I recruited better be the guy that ends up getting a position or contributes to his team in some good way. You know?
Yeah, if you're gonna miss, you're gonna miss on your guy.
Exactly. If there are two guys that are the same level as my son, he's the one that's gonna freaking start.
Yeah.
We I need big linemen to come to Feltram, and we'll get you somewhere else because we'll have so much stuff.
Like you should.
Where do you see the comment stuff?
Chat. You go to chat.
should be on your screen.
You go to chat and then you hit comment.
My whole thing is, Coach, did you put a video up?
Yeah.
No, that's a picture on the screen.
Okay, I'm back to the normal thing now. So
look all the way down on your phone.
Oh, I see chat. Okay, I hit chat.
Click chat and then go to comments to the right of chat.
And go to comments.
Chat's for us. That's a private thing.
Oh, look at that. There are people listening. Jeff, where do we get listeners?
They've been here. They're on 3 different networks. They're on YouTube, Facebook, and this.
I'm just used to our podcast where we get
right. That's just somebody else's. I asked you to be a part of something else. So I know you're kind of thrown in the fire like this, but I was just like, nah, we're gonna do it. This wasn't rehearsed or nothing, man. I just said, let's put you on.
Hold on. Here's the coach that says, I'm in the process of getting a couple of our 23 kids offers for spring signing. Well, that's cool. Good, man. Good for you. Advocate for those kids. If there's anybody left over, send them to me.
And this is what's happening. If I'm a senior at this particular school and the juniors are getting D1 offers, for some reason, the parents think that the seniors should be getting D1 offers too. It don't work like that.
It's not true, and that's what. But here's the thing. Like, that's why even dividing it again, like I was talking about, might make sense because, yeah, you go junior, senior. All right, fine. That guy's better. You can handle him more. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I understand 100% what you're saying.
But see, that's what some of the parents are thinking, that the coaches are not working. But those coaches don't want those kids. They can be blatant like that. They don't want them. If I come on your campus to recruit another kid, I'm going to see your film if I ask for it. They're not asking for those senior films.
Oh, yeah, man.
And Coach, you and I know that the hardest thing to tell a parent, and we have to deal with parents all the time, the hardest thing to tell a parent is your kid sucks.
Well, I mean, okay, it's the same as this. Hold on. I can stop by everything of this. Nobody gets mad.
It's easier to tell a kid that he sucked than to tell the parents that he sucked.
But what I'm saying is this. Nobody ever does it when their kid's not the top student. when they're not up for valedictorian or salutatorian, they don't get invited to the special cake and ice cream with Duke and everybody else. So you didn't do that athletically.
What
It's
are you
no.
saying that my kid who was salutatorian didn't deserve to pitch a no-hitter when he was a senior?
No, that ain't what I'm saying. You're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm talking about when it comes to sports. You're being a smart aleck. I'm talking about when it comes to
I
sports.
have.
Parents thinking that, oh, well, the junior. No, it doesn't matter. A college coach, it wouldn't make no difference if John Calipari did this in basketball or something. Okay, if the junior kid had a better season, his film's better, his 40. If he's just better than your kid,
Right, but how young are we gonna make that, John? I get
I
that
don't
in
even
college.
care. But
I get that
we're
at
sticking
varsity
on.
level.
Hold on, you just said juniors and seniors. Now we just stuck to a junior better being better than a senior, and these senior people act like they're being overlooked. If they're being overlooked already by the junior, just go to where you feel like you can play. But
Exactly.
there's a reason
I'm
why you're
not
not getting.
disagreeing with either one of you.
Yeah.
I'm just making a point.
We got
So, but
kids
what?
that are really sitting here passing over offers, thinking that they're going to get a D1 offer because they got juniors on their campus
Ain't
with
coming.
11 SEC offers.
Well,
They're not
that's
going
why.
to offer you an SEC offer.
That's why
And
we end
if
up with
they
kids,
do,
coach.
they're going to have a losing season. If they offer you an offer for an SEC school this late, that school is going to lose. Or you're going to be the last man on the roster.
Yeah.
One of the two. You either going to
Well,
a losing school or you're going to be the last man on the roster.
well, if you're last man on the roster, you still have a chance to prove yourself.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean?
But SEC school is not offering you right now.
No. These kids are idiots. They're idiots. I love them. I love them all, but they're idiots. They think they're gonna get a last minute offer like Ray Lewis or whatever the hell happened with him, and be that one guy. It's not happening, dude.
Bro, if you're not like
Plan
an
your future.
all-state,
If you want to play football, come to a post grad, play your year. Don't lose any. Don't. By the way, when a college coach is going to recruit you, he's going to say, "Do you have 3 years eligibility or do you have 4?"
my
Right?
thing is that I can prove to people how far college football has went to almost it all being minor leagues and y'all being single A now. Honestly, look
That's
at
what
the
it is.
kid. Hold on, listen. Look at the talent that was in post grad last year, even playing in the Mobile, Pensacola type area. Bro,
Yeah.
we had kids running low hand time 4.3s, ballers, bro. I'm talking about straight. They got you wondering why they ain't up at a SEC school competing at least as a backup or a third stringer on the roster. Something happened. Something went wrong. They really did fall through the cracks. But this is what I want to teach people right now, and we can stop the whole conversation. These
A
kids are.
year before this. No, you're right. A
Let
year
me
before
finish.
this.
These kids are grinders, man. These kids aren't just like sometimes. These are the type of kids that if you told them almost every day, I need you to come do these combine type drills, they still gonna hit that real low 40 time. Somebody's gonna take a chance on them. And they got ball skills. Not, oh, he had a bad day today. He's tight in the hip. He's got a. There ain't none of that with these kids, man. So stop saying that your kid in high school is my son should be good. He ain't even that kid. These
He
kids are
ain't,
for real,
he
dog.
ain't
He
Rice
ain't the best
Krispie
student.
treats
Yeah,
today.
he's got a
That's why
bad
he can't
attitude.
run.
Hey man, it goes back to what we talked to, KT. Man, look, maybe your kid's just a student athlete in
That's
high
it.
school. He's not an athlete. Athletes, man, is anybody in the NBA? You look at Allen Iverson. Does anybody care about what kind of a student Allen Iverson was? Not saying he
No.
wasn't a brilliant mind, but
Yeah.
I'm saying the way he even carried himself. People only care about production in sports. When I'm
That's
watching the
it.
game, I don't care about what that guy's GPA is. I
Ain't
don't care
nobody
at all.
asking, oh man, I don't like him because he had a 2.3 GPA. Nobody care.
No, I don't care. They can
Hey,
say he has an
I got,
assault
I
charge, and
got,
I'm like, I hope he did good community service. Let's go.
I got something from the chat. Vincent Norwell says if you feel you're D1, go
Yes,
play D2 at a D2 school and start. Exactly.
exactly.
Exactly. That's what we told some of
And
our kids
don't
this year
diss
that
the
were looking.
D2 people thinking that the D1 is gonna keep coming.
We had some kids looking their nose down at the NAIA things. It's like, okay, go dominate your freaking league in NAIA. You know?
Go be the man.
Dude, I mean, the same
Yes.
thing
Go
happened
be
to
the man.
one of me and my buddies from Mobile Christian High School. We went down to Florida State where Coach Downey was playing. We could have split a scholarship. Me play for Mickey Andrews. My buddy looked at me when we were at one of the coolest clubs in Tallahassee, and he looked at me. He said, "We're going to have fun tonight." He said, "You really want to come down here and be Rudy, or you want to go D2 and start?" And I'm like, man, for real.
No, exactly. And the thing is, like, then
know?
you can prove yourself with the transfer portal these days. If you dominate your division, your league, your conference, whatever you're in, I mean, you're on your way to Auburn.
One of the kids
Right.
went to the NFL Combine. Michael Jefferson. He went to Alabama State and had a stellar season. Then he got picked up by Louisiana Lafayette. Now he in the NFL Combine. That's how it works.
Right.
Go who wants you first and go dominate. And
Right.
then if the opportunity comes back around, go to the Division I school and start.
But I will say, I think the best way to try to get that D1 look, extra year like you and I offer, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You get an extra year again, and by the way, it's against college competition, against college age kids, college competition.
You can take some
the
classes,
coaching,
but
everything else.
don't count against you.
It doesn't count against your clock. Your clock doesn't start. You're like a super senior.
How about this? I'm looking at the comments. He said we got some upcoming freshmen that's better than the seniors. Okay, you got freshmen that's better than the seniors. Where do you think those seniors should be going if they're not on the field? They need to be trying to go play at a post grad. Because a varsity freshman kid is better than the senior. Do the math.
No, I get
that kid definitely needs to be trying to go to a post grad if somebody offers him.
Yeah, if he's not starting, yeah.
Yeah. He definitely need to be going. But nobody
he might even be better. But they're looking at the future. Yeah. They're going, we can win a state championship if we get these 8th graders together. So exactly, that kid might be getting screwed. Go to a post grad and show it.
And then my thing is this, I say this all the time. We have a lot of kids that stay at schools that's not loyal to them. If I'm a senior and it's about to be a freshman starting on me, I'm going somewhere else. I'm not staying back in school.
No matter what's going on, and even if you got to go ask the coach, or you finally bring your parents in there if you're that concerned. I didn't ever have to go through none of this. I don't know what nobody does in these situations, but I will say this. You better go ahead and not get behind the 8 ball and read the writing on the wall. As soon as you feel like that the coaches are not really feeling you and it's looking almost
okay, but Jeff,
yeah,
can I interject here?
Go ahead.
Because I know where you're going with this. What I'm saying is it might not be the fact that he can't compete with that 8th grader, but they're looking at the future and going, this group of 8th graders is going to win the state championship. And I know how much that means in Alabama and all that stuff.
But listen,
there's a big cultural divide here.
So then that kid should do himself a favor and not be a backup to nobody and go somewhere where he can play his senior year.
So this is a big cultural divide between what you guys are talking about, what I'm talking about. In New York State, you can't just transfer a fucking school. You don't get to play that sport that year that you transfer.
We have a bona fide move here, and if your parents have money and you own multiple properties or anything like that, you can move to wherever you can.
Yeah, wherever you can.
No, if you can get the move done in the amount of time they tell you to, they cannot stop you. That's your God-given American right.
Yeah.
But you're asking the parents to give up their home and their mortgage and everything else to move to a different.
Some of these people, they got that money, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. People act like people ain't got money. The people doing it got money to do it, and that's why they can't really mess with these people. They ain't regular people, man. And that's why
I get what you said
ahead of everything else. They've used money. You remember what Johnny Manziel said? I'm gonna say this about the kids serious and standing out. This is why yeah, you get what you pay for, and they've made an investment, okay, at a really young age. Do you remember what Johnny Manziel said really made him better than everybody else? My parents paid a lot of money to make me this good and sent me to a lot of camps and a lot of training. You don't think his dad reiterated that? I spent a lot of money, even though I got money. Got him in front of the best, trained by the best, yada, yada, yada. If them seniors would have did what they were supposed to do, dude, if you serious, you got to be serious. You can't talk about being serious, and that's the difference. The crazy people gonna win every time, like crazy baseball parents. Just go to the perfect
How about
game,
this? How
and if you
about
get
this? How
ranked,
about
you
being
get.
a senior on Sarah Land's team and the sophomores and juniors getting all the glory? How would that feel? And you win a state championship. And I think what one or two seniors got scholarship.
I know it's like 1 o'clock there, Scott. If you're like Jason.
No, I'm good. I'm just wondering. Like, it's a really big like cultural difference. Like,
Yeah, it is.
um,
It is. Football is life down here almost.
And then you got to
that's,
win, and it is about getting recruited earlier. And that's like what I'm trying to say.
but
Like,
what is? But I guess my question is to reiterate. It would not reiterate, but to respond to that is that what is football? Football is life, but what is football? Is I can't hear him.
Football
I couldn't.
is life down here.
No, I get it.
That's what we're saying.
It's
Like,
supposed to
Literally,
reflect
culture
it.
matters. It's a way of life. At some places, they play football. We live football here. Like, people
I
don't.
get that.
Yeah,
I get that.
they're going to talk more about this football than they do. I don't even want to say it. The church sermon on Sunday. We'll just say that. Kind of like how Lennon and the Beatles said they were bigger than you know who. Like, people. That's what
Football is
people talk
life, and
about.
life is football. So it's
Yeah, we don't
reflected.
care. That's
Yeah.
why we football 365. Like, yeah, kids play other sports, but they just play them other sports. People don't talk
look,
about
it don't
basketball.
stop down here,
Did,
coach.
did we talk about? Did we win any basketball? No.
We didn't win no basketball championships down
In
here.
the last Mobile County Public School System baseball teams that won state championships, my brother was on both of them teams. Man, he got a day job now with a little kid.
Well, my dad should have moved me down to Alabama a long time ago.
Oh yeah, he should have moved you down here.
But dude, here's the crazy thing. But we talk about Alabama. We really just because of the tradition and the culture of Vigors and Blunts and those great guys that made it to SEC schools and the Dr. Doom, Robert Brazels, and all the greats that have played before and after him, you know, that made us on the map, and the T. Martins, you know, and whatnot. Those guys that kind of put us on the map. Now it really is per capita. We are the best. But he can tell you, man. Dude, we've had kids move down from here to Tampa, and they really wasn't getting recruited here in the past, and then they'll become like a 5-star or something down here. So Florida and some places are still, you know, they pretty big too, man. Georgia's still pretty big.
Florida football is different from Alabama football.
They don't have the rules we have, so they can be
Yeah.
showcased in more events. That's why nobody
Yeah.
likes coming here and dealing with our government. You know what I mean? In the jurisdiction of our
So you talk
association.
about a cultural difference. That's a big cultural difference. When I can go to any school in the whole state of Florida, I can
Right.
live in Pensacola and go play for Miami Southwestern. Come on.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's crazy.
So
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a big cultural difference. Over here, you got limits. You know.
I'm not. By the way, when I say that, I'm not putting anybody down.
No,
I'm just saying, like, it's something like it's hard for me to comprehend places like Alabama and Florida. They're like the Wild West. You know, we have so many fucking rules in New York. You know, you can't meet with your players. You can't give them the playbook before this date. You can't do this. There's just so many rules where I come from. That is, even when I go down to Florida, it's like hard to comprehend. Going like, wait, we can let those guys on the field at this time? I mean, we can't. We can do double sessions. We can do. It's like where I come from, you can't do any of that shit. You know what I mean? And when you get the NCAA involved, then it's like, oh, you can only meet with a player for a certain amount of times, and you have to divide up the time and this and that and everything else. And it's okay if you talk to a player if he comes to you, but you can't talk to a player first.
No, we don't have those rules.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's really hard to go from this structural thing, like
That's
you're
why he's
always worried
calling it
about making a
Wild West.
mistake, to
How
like the
about
Wild
this,
West.
Jeff, how about this rule? We tackling at 4 years old.
Yeah.
Well, I think the probably the least amount of injuries happen when kids are little. It's like
Yeah.
so stupid.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. Doesn't happen.
Yeah.
This whole fucking goddamn anti-football bullshit is, it's hard for me to get into because there's so many solutions to the problem of CTE or whatever the hell they're talking about, and there are just as many injuries in soccer, serious injuries with leg injuries, ACLs, this, that, the other thing. Football gets villainized, and it's not right. And it doesn't have to
Well,
be
I can
even
tell
be
you
that.
one state it don't get villainized. It's not in Alabama. They love it.
I absolutely grew up in the wrong fucking place with my dad being a football coach and me and uncle football coach.
Man, look here. Look, you'd have been making plenty of money, and look, you'd have had plenty of fun. I can tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah. His dad was like John Wooden of football, so much different if he would have come down here. We got like
my dad was great.
them old. Oh yeah, he was a class act, man. We got like them Charlie Pels down here. You know what I'm saying?
I miss that fucker.
Oh yeah.
I wish he was here now to talk to you guys. That'd be great. To bring my old man on here and be like, "What are you guys doing with that blocking and your sumo wrestling and shit?" You know?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he liked that old school. He liked them wing T coaches.
Well, when my dad coached, you couldn't use your hands to block. So when it happened, he was like, you don't understand it. The rule changes. He's out of coaching. It's like, what are they doing? Sumo wrestling and all this other shit. And it's like, well, Dad, we can't do the shoulder block anymore. We don't have to grab our jerseys. And, it's just a whole different world. Whole different game.
Oh yeah. Totally different game that we enjoy a whole lot on this show. It's Football 365, y'all. Just let it all out Monday. We let it all out. We let it all out on Mondays around here, Coach.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know about Football 365. I'm glad to be invited.
Man, we gonna get you on here more often.
Man. People just need to hear somebody from a different state that's,
Man, I'm telling you,
place, just so they ain't got to hear the same old, then they can know that, there's somebody else out there
it's different points of view that a lot of people need to understand. And, when we say stuff, it's like a foreign language. When somebody from the outside say stuff, it's like the gospel. So, it's like they need to hear every version.
Not that we're prophetic, but prophet's not accepted in his own hometown. So sometimes it falls on deaf ears. You got to hear somebody coming from somewhere else, another part of the world.
But if you say something that we already said, it's like, man, they might know something.
Yeah. Oh wait, he comes from outside Buffalo and he lives in Tampa. Okay.
Well, I kind of do. I love it. I love New York half the time in Florida. I wish it was the other way around. I should have stuck coaching basketball. I should have stuck coaching basketball because then I would be down there in the winter and up here in the.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm down there in the summer and up here in the winter, which really sucks.
You just need to get down here year-round, man, and rent your place.
Oh, yeah, we'll work on that stuff. This is really cool. It's a cool thing, man. I'm glad you guys are doing that.
Look at here.
That's why we do it, man. We got
a lot of people. Look, and Jeff will tell you, a lot of people didn't know where you were, so they started falling off. They're gonna watch it in the morning.
Well, we had the echo for a while, and that was
Yeah.
somebody's fault.
I'm glad I erased my whiteboard because I had some plays up there and shit that I'm gonna throw on those assholes down in Florida this year. So
Right. No, but that's like I've had a 5G full signal, but for some reason I only have like one bar, and I mean my phone's charged, so it just goes to show you, man. That I mean,
How about this, y'all? My other phone died and I had to get on this one.
okay then. But
So-
it didn't matter how many times we checked out and came back in; like it just had that, that feedback tonight. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we've been around the whole issue of eligibility and stuff like that. What's the next topic?
Well,
I'm just asking, what's the next topic? We've been
What
around
you
the
wanna
whole
talk about,
eligibility. Should freshmen play? Should eighth graders play? That whole thing,
we
and
kind of threw
how
you on
hard
with
it
the spur,
is
and we
to
were talking about
recruit.
local schools. You don't know a whole lot about, so we got off of that to talk about.
I don't know any of that shit.
I know, man.
How do I know? Alabama. Okay, here's my fucking challenge, Jeff, and excuse my language. I didn't know I was on some broadcast. But
look, somebody's watching. Somebody gonna watch you at about 4 o'clock in the morning on their way to work.
You might get a coaching job at a higher school. Yeah, I like that.
I've had those.
Look, it's a truck driver somewhere that's gonna click on later on when they get sleepy, and they gonna listen to us talk. And we got over 10,000 followers here. So
For those people, I'm very sorry you have to listen to us talk. What was I just saying, man?
Shit, we ain't sorry how many views we had last year.
Oh man,
No, I'm not sorry either. I'm sorry my face is the only one on here, but
shit, I'm in my pajamas, man. I don't show my face all the time. I ain't got
I told you to turn your camera off, Coach.
no, I'm not embarrassed.
He wants to kind of be part of the show, but man, that's what people got to understand. This is something I want to say to all the other people out there doing a show across anywhere. Man, this show ain't about me. This show is about the players.
Yeah,
the players matter. It's about the players, man.
I wish my camera would take my good side, but
educating the parents as well. We gotta, we got a hashtag up here. Coaching matters. How important is it to play for coaches that that's still teaching? No matter how good you are, coach. How important is that? Over your years of coaching.
Coaching is teaching. I think I always describe coaching as relationships.
Yeah.
But when you get right down to it, when you're coaching football, you're teaching the game, but you're teaching more than that. I actually wrote Jeff knows about it. I wrote a thing called the ABCs of Life. The ABCs of Life in Sports, which went through, this whole thing, A, B, C, D, like all these lessons that you learn from sport. That's what the important thing is. What are the lessons you learn from the game you're playing? Because like I said before, 6% of high school players go on to play college. 6% of them go on to play some type of professional ball. It's a very low number, but why do we play sports? What do we learn from them? And that's the important thing, man. Like you learn to work hard, and when you work hard, hard work pays off. Now it doesn't always in the real world, and it doesn't always in sport, but you have a better chance of it paying off if you work hard.
Speaking
always
of
do your best. Always do your best.
Speaking of that, Jeff got a new hashtag tradition matters. And, we got a couple schools that traditionally just make it to the state championship and win.
Mm-hmm.
And, my old high school, Viger, is just happened to be one of them. And Viger has a thing. If it's either state championship or bust. I'm talking
Right.
about we don't even want to make the playoffs. If we
No,
don't
I
think we're
said
going
it.
to the state
Scott,
championship.
this is me and you've talked about this before. This is the legend of the school that you know how they made 2 movies about 2 top 10 teams in the year of 1988. You know, the Odessa Permian Friday Night Lights team and the book written by them about them, and then you got the Dallas Carter team, right? So this
Okay.
88 Viger team was number 1 ranked ahead of both of them same season. Okay, all right, and ESPN and USA Today both ranked them number 1. And not only this, years after this has happened, that coaches from across the country still get to vote from all these years that were top 25 teams. No coach has yet to unvote them as the greatest high school team of all time. What was it, like 22 players or more had D1 scholarships, even some basketball
Oh
players?
man, 22 players, and then you had 41 football players sign scholarship.
41. That'll never happen probably again, ever.
You had 41
Okay.
kids signed. So it's like a supernatural thing happened,
Yeah.
and now it's the standard. And Vargas still got kids going D1. Vargas just won a state championship the year before last. So, it's like, and then 2 years before that, they went to the state championship. And then a couple years before that, they went to the state championship. And a couple years before that, they went to the state championship. So it's like,
So what's the problem that we're like? What's the question?
I'm just saying, it's a
No, he's just
standard.
making a point.
Yeah.
No, you said no, Jeff. You asked me. You're asking me my opinion or a question about that.
About the tradition, how
Oh, yeah.
important is it going to a school with rich traditions?
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
was just telling
God,
you
how
about.
better? How much better could it be?
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
You're
he's helping
you're going to
people
be that
now.
much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, don't you think it helps when the college recruiters are like, man, we know they got dogs at this school, no doubt.
Yeah.
Well,
A
the
rich
college
tradition of football.
recruiters again. I guess it's hard to like understand the whole high school, that whole side of it, right? Because you're talking about like trying to promote kids to like high school kids to be like pros. Like, how can you make that jump from high school to pros? When you're in high school, should be talking about like maybe you can go to college and play football. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Because there are like I think I worked out the number one time. There's like 2,400 NFL players every year. So, I mean, you always have to take the first step before you take the second. Take that next step, man.
But
Take
you're
that next
talking
step.
Coach, you're talking about a school since the 80s that has always had somebody playing in the NFL.
Okay. So he's got a better chance than everybody, but how many people are on his team?
Yeah.
How many people are on his team? I'm just asking.
Yeah.
How many people are on his team?
About 60.
Okay, so
Maybe.
he's 1 out of 60 people on that particular team.
Yeah.
And then when he goes to college,
Oh, we ain't talking about college. They're gonna be multiple.
I'm not denying it's a great program and
They
it's
average
great,
4 to 8 kids a year.
but only 1 kid out of those 60 is the guy that went to the pros.
No, it's a couple more went to the pros.
Okay. You're
Okay.
talking about in 1 year?
Are you talking about
year.
on particular teams or?
Yes, on that specific team. You said there was 1 kid that was phenomenal. He was a superstar. He was everything, and he ended up going to the pros. Great. How many kids from that team went to
On
the
my
pros?
nephew's senior year, they had 2 teams. he went to the Chicago Bears, and Deshaun Davis went to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Damn, I wish I had some of your DNA.
So it's like, it's and then Justin Fowler, he went to the Tennessee Titans. Darius Fowler and all them played together. He went where he's still playing. Where you at now? The Raiders?
What do you got in the water down there?
And then for my son's high school, Murphy High School, he played with Neil Farrell. And he playing with the Raiders right now.
What do you have in the water there? Because I'm gonna come down there.
All right, here you go. So you from New York?
I'm gonna drink some myself.
No, you probably do. Listen, man.
And then I'm gonna go kick the asses of all the coaches that pissed me off last year.
They think their kid gonna make pro. But think about this. Did you know before really the football popped off, Mobile has more per capita Hall of Fame baseball players than any other city in America?
You know what, Jeff?
Hank Aaron is from Mobile.
Dude,
Jesus Christ. Everybody's from Mobile.
Listen, Ozzie Smith was born here. Hey, Cleon Jones and Tommy.
Hey, Prince was from Mobile. Michael Jackson was from Mobile.
Look, Derek Coleman. Derek Coleman is from Mobile. You remember Derek Coleman?
Derek Coleman went to school. Hey, Derek Coleman went to school with my sister. They were good friends.
Oh
how about this? Derek Coleman went to Viger, the same school. He got cut. He got cut from the basketball team.
Derek Coleman, my sister, went to Syracuse. Syracuse together. And they were good friends. No, I'm not lying. I have a signed basketball. I can bring it down and show. I have a signed basketball upstairs from Derek Coleman, my son.
This is too small world, man.
Derek Coleman went to Viger High School, the same school. He went there during the time that they won the national championship.
Well, Scott, that should tell you about the water thing. And like I said, Tommy A.
And he went to college. Wait, he went to high school with his buddy, and he went to college with my sister.
Oh man!
And then, like I said, hey, so on the '69 Amazing Mets World Series team, I mean, a classic Hall of Fame. You got two Hall of Famers from the same city that grew up together.
Who?
Like same
Cleon
Jones and Tommy A.G.
Oh my God!
Okay,
so.
And then you got Hank Aaron coming right behind them.
Why did I bring my boys down there when I was young?
I don't know, man. You probably thought New York was better.
The crazy part about it, y'all, when they opened up South Alabama was number one the first 2 years in baseball when the school first opened. They was number one in the country in baseball.
They just opened. So how do you even recruit? Right? It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's illegal, man. It's Coach, it's a fast forward button down here.
Okay, so why don't you guys put up or shut up? Now I know we're in competition, but you got to have some overflow. Jeff, I need 3 offensive linemen from Alabama.
Yeah. As soon as Coach Good and Coach Slim,
no, shut the fuck up. I need 3 offensive linemen.
Q gonna like you.
All right? No. I'm calling our friendship now. I need 3 offensive linemen to come to Feltram for me. And I want to build the best freaking offensive line in Florida post-grad and wipe this competition up like I would have done last year if I had an offensive line.
Yeah. Hey, she made a great point.
Hey, Coach.
Mr. Coach Jones.
Yeah. Coach, did you watch the Super Bowl?
I did.
Did you see the record for the longest punt return?
That was good. Yeah.
Trade. No, but the kid, Kadarius Toney for the Chiefs.
Kadarius Toney is from Blunt High School.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Dude, I should have stayed longer, okay?
Jamarcus Russell is from here.
I should have stayed longer. I'm sure Jeff has you fucking doing this because when I was in Mobile, I stayed for like 5 minutes. But the cops scared me the hell off. I'm a northerner. I'm like,
Hey, he got a taste of scary land, man. He didn't
Dude,
want none of that.
I tried to drive to Jeff's house. I passed like 100 cops, like with their rollers and everything else. I'm like, I got New York license plates. I don't need to be caught in Alabama with my mouth.
Cole, this is the Mecca when it comes. Julio Jones is from this area.
Well,
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why'd you, maybe, okay, there's Jesus Christ. He's from Mobile too.
nah, he's from Galilee.
Well, I bet Galilee was
we do
somehow.
have a basketball player that we call Jesus from this area right now, just committed all.
In the Bible, I'm sure they mixed up Jerusalem with freaking Mobile.
Yeah.
Sherman Williams played with the Dallas Cowboys.
Emmitt Smith's backup. Yep.
From Blunt
Oh my God! Except for Jeff, who didn't you know was from Mobile? I told you the other day.
Oh man, who else?
Who was it?
Keith McCants.
No, it wasn't. But it wasn't an athlete. It was like a genius or some shit.
I already knew about the dude with the Super Soaker.
No.
That was created here too.
Yeah, the Super Soaker is created here.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Hey, man,
I'm gonna kick your ass. Super Soaker. I said a genius. You said Super Soaker.
That was a genius.
He was an astronaut.
The greatest water gun ever made.
Good luck.
Thank you.
The greatest water gun ever made.
Yep.
Yeah. Right. Ozzie Smith is from Mobile.
Yep.
I was talking like there's like some Nobel Prize or something like, and you're like, I didn't know that person was from Memphis or Mobile.
Yeah, Ozzie Smith played with the St. Louis Cardinals.
I know who Ozzie Smith is. I'm freaking 56, man.
Lance Johnson is from Mobile. Matter of fact, he lives around the corner from Blunt High School.
Jake Peavy.
Yeah.
By the way, when I said 56, half the females listening just fucking dropped off.
Oh no, that's most smart listeners.
You the one they want.
Hey, ain't all right, Coach KT? I said that's most of our listeners.
Yeah, that you the age group they looking for.
That's right.
I'm telling you,
they like that hair you got going, ready to go back down to Florida. They might want to
you and KT the hot commodity.
Oh, you know what? All I want is the girls' daddy issues. That's what I'm.
Oh, we got
girls with daddy issues.
Hey, I can take you downtown. You're gonna find a lot of them.
Yeah.
It took me downtown. I didn't find any of them.
You just on the wrong side.
We went to the quiet place. You needed to be going to the. I didn't take you down to the beer garden.
No, Jeff was a little too busy at the moment.
We're gonna take you over there to Lotus.
Yeah, Lotus beer garden. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh man,
we was at the garage having one beer.
I'm talking about the Lotus across the street from Flavors.
Right.
All right, Jeff.
We got to Scary Land and was about to get to Waffle House. Man, hey Q, he saw them police cars with his New York tag. He said no.
I was like,
he had already been to the bar at the Bluegill. He was like, bro, I'm getting out of here. You wasn't lying.
Yeah, police down here rough, man.
No, man. I saw like I pulled into like a little gas station, like or whatever.
Hey, he was in Sarah Land.
I had caught that part.
I pulled out. I'm like,
told me he was in Sarah Land. You know, it's two things in Sarah Land that you do not have a right to ever speak on if you're in Sarah Land, and that's the school system or the police department.
Because they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sarah Land A+ school too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, that's the scary part about those athletes up there too, Coach. Man, you talking about 3.0, 3.5, 3.9, 4.0 kids.
You got Ryan Williams never made a B in his high school or middle school career.
Yeah.
Now, Coach likes doing that now.
No.
He recruits character and grades first.
That's what the guy that got me into college coaching, and the guy that one of my buddies, fuck damn thing. What the?
He said offensive lineman, man. I know Saraland got arguably the best center in the county.
Well,
I'll
you talking
take
about
him.
this year, Q.
Oh yeah.
The seniors.
Yeah.
Coach Fulmer from Tennessee, and he's on you guys must love him because he's on that board that selects all the SEC teams for the playoffs.
Nah,
But
people hate
Coach
him.
Fulmer taught my buddy, he said, you recruit this way. You recruit character first, grade second, and ability last. Because if you don't have the character, you're gonna either drag the team down or do something stupid, get kicked off, whatever, before you play your 4 years here. That was back when we played 4 years in college.
You remember Dr. Doom, Robert Brazil?
For the Oilers, he was like the LT of the 70s.
He is definitely not the LT of the 70s. Don't do that to him. He is the Robert Brazil. He is Lawrence Taylor
But
and
they don't have enough of that film. Some people, he'd have to. I'm just saying, man. A lot of people, it's hard. They got to Google him first if they didn't. Or, you know what I'm saying? I know
Robert
who he is.
Brazil was bigger, faster, stronger than Lawrence Taylor, rookie of the year, 9-time Pro Bowl.
Hey, I
He
don't
went to
disagree
Vida.
with you, Q.
He went to Vida High School.
Right.
Scott Hunter played with the Green Bay Packers. Bart Starr or
Hey, you just
backup.
said Phil Fulmer. Who's the first mobile quarterback? Not Stabler from Foley or T. Martin.
Oh man, we
won the
ain't talking
national
about
championship, beat Florida State in the Fiesta Bowl.
After Peyton Manning couldn't do it.
That's
Yeah,
right.
T. Martin. T. Martin with the Williamson High
Williamson,
School.
same high school as Jamarcus Russell.
And then T. Martin right now is the wide receiver coach for the Baltimore Ravens.
No, quarterback. He switched over to quarterback.
Okay, then that's even better.
Yeah, he's been out to USC and been a high school coach, coached his son.
Yeah.
He's done it all.
I had a friend.
He
I had a
was
friend
in
who coached.
Tennessee for a little while too.
I had a friend who coached Tennessee. T. Martin at Tennessee.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Small
Yeah.
world again.
So that's what I was talking about, the whole Fulmer thing, when I was giving the Fulmer thing about
that's
how
another
you
Mobile
recruit
kid, coach.
character first and then grades second, because if the grades aren't good, they could flunk out and not be able to play. And then talent third. So that's how you recruit: character, grades, and talent.
Who else? Who else we missing, y'all? Big name.
Coach, I got what we talking about, just from Mobile?
AJ McCarron.
You got Ellis Langston. You got Bobby G. Daddy. Played in the Super Bowl.
Patrick Pruitt, with the Seahawks against the
Jeff Kelly. Jeff Kelly, the coach
played
at
for the Seahawks.
Played for Seattle.
Played Southern Miss.
AJ
McCarron. Man.
AJ McCarron, who played in the XFL this weekend.
Yes, sir. Mark Barron.
Mark
Barron, probably one of the most underrated defensive
He played
players.
the Super Bowl a couple years ago.
Man, I mean, not pro,
for
but
the Rams.
Still won a national title. Jake Coker.
Jake Coker.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Just even the college kids.
So Coach, now you see why we say it's almost a bust if you don't make it big time.
Yeah.
Being a big time player from this area.
It's a monster that's been created, and it'll get you, man.
We had players in the draft.
I think what Jeff said means a lot. Yeah.
We had the third fastest time in the 40, or maybe the second fastest time in the 40 at the combine this year.
Yeah. The kid from Maryland.
Yeah.
His mama and daddy went to Biden.
Yeah, Nick Fairley. That name was mentioned.
So can I ask you guys a question?
Yes, sir.
If I told you had a one chance in a billion, no, that's not one chance in a million to make $50,000, and it would cost you $1 to play, would you do it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, would you do it if it cost you $1 million? If you had the million.
To win $1 million?
Well, but it's a 50. The odds are a lot bigger than. Okay, let me cut to the chase.
Yeah.
If there are 40 kids from Mobile in the history of Mobile that have been amazing and made the NFL or whatever, every kid in Mobile doesn't have that chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are 40 kids. If it's a 40 in a million chance, it's a 1 in a million chance. If 40 kids made it, what's the difference between a 1 in a million chance and a 40 in a million chance? Like, it's really cool that Mobile has all these people.
Coach, it's over 100.
Huh?
It's over 100 kids from
I
this
was just
area that made it.
No,
40.
but listen to this.
I'm
It's
just saying, what
over.
I'm trying to say is a 1 in a million chance isn't any different than a 40 in a million chance.
What
Really.
I'm saying is this: out of Mobile, Alabama, that 1 in a million chance turns to 1 in 300,000 real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
because
what
we're
I'm
going to
saying
the
is
Senior Bowl too.
that's not the. I
And
think I think
and
that the
coach, I can
proportions are
break it
wrong on
down
that.
to you too if you want. If you want me to know why I think that 1 in a million is cut in half, or even in thirds. Mobile, well, the whole state of Alabama, Florida, and Texas, and Georgia are the only 4 states that play tackle football at 4 years old.
Oh, I get that. I get that, and I
So,
can't disagree. Maybe you cut off 2/3. You're right. That
yeah.
it's a 1 in
So there you go.
300,000.
The
Tradition and
rest of the
culture
country
matters.
put on pads. Most of these kids are pros. You
Yeah.
know, we got a 4-year jump on you. There's not an 8-year-old team in the country that's gonna come to Mobile and beat even a C level or a B level team because they already been tackling 4 years. By the time they get to high school, our kids have already been tackling 12 years.
Yeah.
Can
You
I
know what I'm
ask you a
saying?
question?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
How many players on the Alabama roster that actually contribute are from Alabama?
The majority.
About 35% right now.
On the
Yeah,
roster or the starters?
The
I said
I'm
starters,
the
talking
around
about
roster.
30%
starters.
are from
How
Alabama.
about this one? I got one better than that, coach.
No, can
When
we
Nick
find that
Saban,
out?
I got one better than that. When Nick Saban got to Alabama, he had to win Mobile.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because
Whoever
I'm
wins
not even talking
Mobile
about
can
the
win the
rest of the
national
state of
championship.
Alabama. I'm
it
If
talking
is
you
about
win,
one city.
I,
the
if you
recruiting
win
I'm
class.
not putting
Mobile,
down Mobile, and I wish I came from a place like you guys do that you believe so much in the place you come from. I wish I came from a
But
place
it
like
ain't
that.
just belief. Like here, like it really is, and like
it ain't
personality
belief,
will
right?
No,
prove it. Like,
It's
dude,
not
that's
It's,
belief.
what we're
It's
trying to
fact.
tell you
it
now.
sounds
Look,
like a
It's fact.
fairy tale. I swear.
15 first rounders have come from Mobile. 15 first rounders just from our city, and we're not per capita big enough to compete with these other cities.
It's 5 million
no,
people
I
in
get
Atlanta,
it.
and we double the number of people that go to the NFL over Atlanta. And the reason why is the resources in Mobile and Pritchard are cut in half from everywhere else in the country.
Yeah.
There was a study that came out that said Pritchard, Alabama is in worse shape than any third world country in the world.
Mm.
So
But
you
it
got
produces
kids that
more
are really
NFL
coming out of a
football
third
players.
world country who don't
Mm.
know nothing but play football, be tough,
Right.
fight for resources.
I
When you
get
get
it.
one of those guys kind of kids on your team, they don't know
Mm-hmm.
how to be successful because they feeding
I
their whole
want
family.
3 of those guys. I want 5 of those guys.
And we can
I
get them.
want as many as I can get, but I'm challenging Jeff. I want 3 of those guys.
And
All
then
right.
even Deion Sanders said it the other day. He says when he recruits quarterbacks, he recruits guys with high GPAs, come from a mother and father household. But
Right, right, right. I
when
heard
he
that.
recruits
Yeah.
D linemen, he wants single parent household, somebody who's gonna go get it. Well, I mean, if you looking for those kind of kids, they all over.
Right. I mean, hey,
And if you
wait
look
a
at
minute.
it, John Lawson,
unfortunately,
Hey,
what?
hey,
unfortunately,
let's
coach.
be honest.
Unfortunately, they're from all around where I live too.
Hey, when Shelton that year told me he wanted me to take over Chestang and he didn't really feel like being head coach no more and all this, that, and the other, you think I was like, nah, man, I'm just going to run my gym or coach varsity. Nah, man, I want to win every year and do something with them kids.
Deion Sanders has offered 13 kids out of Mobile more than any other city.
Yeah, J.J. Johnson, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
J.J.
He played
Johnson
at
played
Davidson,
at Miami
played at
Dolphins.
Mississippi State. That's when Mississippi State was still wearing Nike. That's when I got recruited by Coach Dunn and Coach Sherrill. Yeah.
There's a reason why I put on my map when I was a kid, Mobile was where I wanted to move.
Tell him how
A
that
long
happened.
time ago.
This is weird, man. This dude's been a writer. He's done all kinds of stuff. So you're doing what now?
No, I said when I put on a map, I was saying, where could I live in this country that I think I would like? And Mobile was the place I came down to.
And
but that was a long time ago. That was 30
right?
years ago.
That just kind of per capita had a little bit of everything, like a Charleston, a little bit of a South Georgia, something like that, right?
It had a beach. It had sunny. It was warm. It was this. It was that. Yes, everything that you're saying. Everything. Yes. And I was like, that's the place. But then I thought it was a military place. So I was like, meh. Just because, is there a military base there, a naval base or something?
Keesler Air Force Base is less than 100 miles away, and it's one of the largest Air Force bases. And then you have NAS Pensacola, less than 50 miles away.
Right,
well, you got the Coast Guard.
For some reason, I thought it was a naval base. So I thought, well, maybe that's why everybody's Coast so happy there. Yeah, because they're in the military and they have this and that. I didn't know at the time,
No, we're so happy down here because the police department so it's so
it scared me the hell off. I'll tell you that. With New York plates, I was like, I'm getting the hell out of this state.
Now you know why we just worry about football. We can maybe even talk to them about that, get their mind off something else. Give them tickets or something.
If I knew Alabama football, if a cop pulled me over, I could have said I could talk Alabama football, but I can't because I don't know it.
Unless he's an Auburn fan.
Oh boy, you better hope they're not an Auburn
fan. you better hope you're the right one. And then he still might write you a ticket and tell
you. What's a 50-50 chance in Alabama?
Bro, they'll take you to jail. They'll take you to jail.
I meant Alabama high school football, but never mind. You guys are so weird, man. You're so loyal to stuff. It's cool.
You can't even talk bad about something going on. They women here so loyal. It's almost don't you even talk anything negative about my team or my coach. You know what I'm telling you? It's Alabama. Hey, Scott, you know how you're Catholic and even my neighbor, she went and saw the Pope and went to Isle of Malta and all that. Nah, bro. People here, that's Nick Saban Alabama football.
Yeah, Nick Saban more important than Alabama.
They go to the Bryant Museum and he the Father God, and Nick Saban's at the right hand of the Father. Not blaspheming, and I'm just comparing. And this is a religion. It's just
but you know what's really cool? I remember when Nick Saban tried to coach the Miami Dolphins. And couldn't for some reason. I'm just saying he's not
to the University of Alabama.
He's not a messiah, because if he was a messiah, he would have had success at the pro level.
College. That's all we care about, them dollar signs in the college game, I guess, or leaving his legacy.
Dude, I would rather coach college football than NFL football anytime.
Yeah, you can't pick. I mean, I think he said that before. That's why he's the best recruiter. He can pick his players in the draft. He can't really pick who he wants. He has to take what's left or who's available.
And let's say this. Let's be very clear. He was a good assistant coach in the pros. He wasn't a great head coach because he and Belichick came up with the match defense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, look. Yeah, lip riz match and all that. Man, the rat.
No, the match defense. They wanted to have one high and still cover the seams.
Right.
Because Marino and all those Nalway and those fucking guys were shredding them, and they go, "Oh, we got to come up with something else."
Making a rip liz match call.
Pattern matching. They changed defenses. It makes it much harder for us guys to read what they're doing.
Is a great coordinator and assistant head coach. He hasn't proven he's a great NFL head coach either. Doesn't mean he's not a good coach, No,
it doesn't. No, that's kind of yes, right. We're agreeing.
Yeah. Some people aren't NFL head coaches.
It's the Peter principle. You are elevated to your area of incompetence.
Whereas Pete Carroll could coach either way. He could coach in the NFL or the college game, maybe.
Pete
You
Carroll
talking about Pete Carroll?
Pete Carroll more of a people's person though.
Yeah,
I'll
he
never
is.
forget when Pete Carroll came to get Julio Jones, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all a true story. They put Julio Jones on a golf cart and took him in the front office and locked the doors so he wouldn't go to USC.
Oh my God.
Because they know if he'd have went to USC, it wouldn't be an Alabama dynasty.
Right. Oh man, I'm telling you, I believe it, man. I've heard some stories. I mean, I've seen kids that ended up getting as a preferred walk on or a gray shirt that they almost kind of, some old.
I'm gonna tell you this: I hadn't seen one kid that got a great shirt at Alabama play. I hadn't seen one yet.
And when Cochran was there, I've known people that was All State or Mr. Football in there. Or maybe not Mr. Was it Mr. Football or won the running back award or whatever? We'd go on and on. Man, these people ended up on a Greyhound bus after running 600s. I mean 110. Couldn't make it. Couldn't do the 12 to 16. Next thing you know, you get embarrassed. That dude dog cuss you. You gone.
Alabama has to be like
Animal.
the haven of football. You know what I mean? Like, when football's king, it's a different world. You know? I grew up that way. My dad was a football coach, and football was everything. And it sounds like that's where it is in Alabama. I'm just wondering where you guys were in the 80s.
Winning football games.
No, you weren't.
Cornelius Bennett and Derek
Winning
Thomas.
football games.
No, you weren't. Maybe in high school. No.
Yeah, high school. Oh, I'm talking.
Yeah, they were getting ready to put a bunch of Viger kids on that '92 state championship too. I mean,
It took a while in the '90s. It took a while for Alabama to climb back.
Patterson, Sherman Williams.
Wait.
They had to get them Blunt Viger boys.
Gene Stallings was the coach when and then you got to realize Terry Bowden went 13-0 when he first got the.
Look at you guys! Look at you guys defending this shit, man. Alabama was shit for a lot of years. You guys love that place, man. I wish I was down there.
Auburn was 13-0 with Terry.
I wish I was down there. I'm not talking about Auburn. Nobody in the country knows that Auburn is in Alabama. Everybody thinks Auburn is like somewhere in South Carolina or Georgia. They don't know that shit. They don't know Bo Jackson was from Alabama. They say Auburn. Auburn. Where the hell's Auburn? Auburn's like West Virginia or some shit.
This is what y'all talk about, man. That's funny, man.
They didn't know that. We didn't know that. I didn't know that. I'm telling you right now, I didn't know that. At the time, I didn't know Auburn was in Alabama. I just knew Alabama sucked.
Yeah, they had some down years. That's why they had to. They got tired of
Brad
that.
Greasy was their quarterback. Okay.
Who?
Was it? No, that was Michigan. Who's the fucking? Oh, Shula. Don Shula's kid.
Yeah.
Mike Shula.
Yeah.
You guys were bad then. But I didn't know, like, probably Mike Shula played right when Bo Jackson did, right?
Mike Shula played when they won the championship.
No, Coach. He was in the 80s. They didn't win when he played.
Mike Shula didn't win shit.
It was the gap between 79 and 92.
Who was the quarterback that year?
When we won in 92, Jay Barker won in 92.
Jay Barker. That's the quarterback. And Jay Barker was a two-star.
Yep. He didn't complete many passes in that national title game against Miami. We didn't need to. We had Derek Williams. I mean, Derek.
Why was it two? Why was it two-star? Wait. Why was it two-star starting in Alabama when everything great comes from Mobile? Just saying.
Yeah.
I'm fucking with you guys, man.
See,
I'm messing with you guys. I love your freaking.
Oh no, we know, man. We know. We let you.
I got you something better than that.
I know it's almost like people got to get tired of hearing it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I love your dedication to your area where you live.
Steve
Like I've
McNair
never
and
had that.
Kevin Simmons threw for 12, what it was, 12 or 1,300 yards in one game.
Yeah,
When,
it was Steve McNair against Kelvin Simmons that was on that '88 Margaret team.
Exactly. Threw for like 1,300 yards in a game.
Right.
Like 62 to 58 final score that year.
Huh?
Damn. I wish I was quarterback in that team.
No doubt.
About my Steve McNair's alive.
Man, Q dropped off.
Yeah, he dropped off. She had Roosevelt Patterson on that line, went to the St. Louis Rams and the LA Raiders. You had Kevin Lee, went to the New England Patriots. He went to Viger.
Dude, I get it. You guys are great. You know what? We had a kid one time in my high school. We had a kid one time. He actually got a scholarship to play soccer somewhere.
Well, I can tell you this: football is king where we at. I'm telling you.
I know. We actually had my dad coached against a couple. My dad actually had a few NFL players. He coached against a kid. I
But
played
you got to
against
realize
Rome.
this, coach. We
What?
ran Derek Coleman to New York, one of the best players of all time.
Dude, when I drove through New York after they signed Derek Coleman, they had these big things all through Times Square, like Derek Coleman, video things all through Times Square. It was amazing. It was amazing. I
So
was
we
there.
run a guy off like that. I'm talking about they ran him off. They ran him off.
Who?
Derek Coleman.
Who ran him off?
The coaches at Viger.
Around where you are?
Yeah, that's where he went to New York.
Oh Jesus! I'll tell you what, Derek Coleman. I told you guys I got a basketball upstairs signed by Derek Coleman. My sister went to college with him at Syracuse.
Yeah.
Him and that little guard, Michael something, I think. But anyway,
During
my
Mardi
sister
Gras,
was.
you might see him in Pritchard, right there behind Viger. All his people live right behind the school, and they ran him back to New York. They ran him to New York.
Well, thank you.
Another history lesson.
Thank you, because in and around Syracuse area,
Yeah.
we're kind of. I was at the time. I'm not anymore, but like Syracuse fans, it was awesome those years. It was awesome.
We had Antonio Lane. He played on those Duke teams that won a national championship with Grant Hill, Christian Laettner. Matter of fact, he started with Christian Laettner.
Yeah, I coached a team in the gym that Christian Laettner played in. Because Christian Laettner's from Buffalo, which is where I'm near.
Yeah.
And there's a school out there. I coach an AAU team out there.
Oh, yeah.
Because I coach basketball too. I kind of approach football in the basketball way.
Join the club.
How do you mean?
Join the club. That's how I coach it.
No, I was saying, how do you mean that? Like,
it's
coaching
fun.
Football in the basketball way.
It's fun. A lot of kids get to play.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I approach it this way. If you're a point guard coming up, right, and you're facing a man-to-man defense, you call your man sets, right? If you're a point guard coming to the court and you see a zone set, you're going to run your, say, a 2-3 zone. You're going to run your thing against 2-3 or 3-2 or whatever the zone is. You're going to run your sets. Same thing in football, man. Same exact thing. You come up, you see a front, you see a coverage, you're going to run your front and coverage against that. against what you're going to do. It's just like being a point guard. You come up, you see even front, you see whatever coverage, you're going to run that shit. Come up, see out front, and whatever coverage, you're going to run that shit. It's pretty simple. Basketball coaches were always smarter than us football coaches. That's for sure.
Matchup.
Well, there's that too. There's that aspect to it.
We won't.
Secondary.
Yeah, we won't talk about a guy that we might have helped do some ideas that wrote the book that we could have wrote years ago about how to coach football like a basketball coach. But
I'm sorry. My whole fucking goddamn. Hold on.
You get it together, man. I know you like to have.
No,
my
tripod.
Right. I know.
Collapsed, but it's $5 at Walmart. So you know what? Good for this. I spent $5 like a year ago or a year and a half ago at Walmart. So.
Well, I can tell you this, Coach. It's been a good night to have you on here. We ain't gonna keep you on here all night. We just gonna get you back on again.
All right, man.
Yep.
Peace out.
Coach ready to go quick.
Well, I was getting the kiss off, so I was gonna go.
Oh no, we just talking. Real good informative show. A lot of people gonna go back and watch it.
I hope
then
so.
we gonna get comments. I know that. So we get some
you know what?
more.
It's about self-awareness. And one of the first coaches I coached with and my mentor always talked about self-awareness. You have to understand that if you're this certain size, you're probably not going to be the one. You know what I mean? Or if you're this certain size, you're probably going to be there. So evaluate yourself, be honest with yourself, and then realize what the best path is for you to go right from here. You might be good, and you might not be good. You have to evaluate for yourself.
Yeah.
And if you think you're good enough, then give yourself another chance and go to a post grad like in Alabama or Florida or wherever the hell it is.
Yeah.
You know what? Go
Always
there.
give yourself an opportunity at greatness. And a lot of kids don't afford themselves those opportunities at greatness because either people don't know or people down talk what they're trying to do.
You can never doubt yourself, but at some point you have to be realistic too. Like,
oh yeah. All I can say is this. It's a whole lot cheaper to go to prep school and figure out that you're not really that good than to go to a Division III school and you out about $40,000-$50,000.
I agree 100%. 100%. And I told you, if I got if I got 8 Division III linemen that could start legitimately in Division III, I'm going to win my conference. And if you win your conference, then we'll play each other. How about that? I could arrange that.
Oh, yeah.
I could definitely arrange that.
That'd be big time.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Like a bowl game. We need to do like a bowl game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a bowl game. Like
your conference against our conference. And man,
whatever my conference is called, yeah. Because it's new. I don't know what it's called. That would be really cool.
We can call it the Mardi Gras Bowl or something, Jeff.
And then guess what would happen at that Mardi Gras Bowl or whatever the hell it's called? What would happen is a bunch of college coaches would be there looking at that shit, wouldn't they?
So we might need to just schedule that anyway. Your conference play our conference for the Mardi Gras Bowl here in Mobile.
Let's do it. Unless there's an original, another like thing planned. I don't know. I'm just
No,
saying.
we got a 40,000 seat stadium here at Last Stadium. So
No. What I'm saying is, I can talk to my coach today about this.
oh yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah, that'd be huge.
That'd be freaking cool as hell. And guess what? It would show people what postgrad could do because that would launch players into D1.
Yeah.
Let's do it this year. Why not? I'm gonna try.
I tell you, there's always stuff that's birthed right here on this show. And Jeff will tell you that. Some great ideas always come forward right here on this show. And that's why we allow everyone to come on here. You know, a lot of people too shy to come on here, but everybody had that opportunity to come on the Football 365 show here at Icon Sports Southeast. And now we truly Southeast. We got you down there in Florida, Coach.
Well, I'm in New York.
Are you in New York right
Oh
now?
man, you going all the way down from the East Coast to the Southeast, man.
I coach in Florida.
Oh, you coach down there? Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm in New York now. I wish I
Wow.
was in Florida.
Oh man.
Yeah, he lives half the year up there, and then he goes down before the
Okay.
season.
Yeah, I'm the opposite of what you should do, which is go down in the winter and come back in the summer. I go down in the summer and come back in the winter.
Okay. Man, we live from New York. Oh man.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Tell him about where you're at, Coach. Kind of outside of Buffalo, right?
Yeah, near
Somebody
the
asked that
Pennsylvania
earlier.
border.
Somebody asked where you were. They did. Let me see. What state is he in? Yep.
I'm at the moment I'm in New York. I coach football in Florida. That I wouldn't ask anybody who comes to New York to play football.
Miss Jones, one of our regulars, and boy, she's a football person. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
And we have a lot of females that
Yeah,
come on our
I
show.
love the ladies that stay tuned in, man. I mean, it pumps me up. Reminds me a lot of great ladies I know around the city and the county, and even women in my family. There's a
For
lot
all
of
the
women.
ladies,
Yeah, people
I
football
am
crazy.
single.
Oh Lord, we're gonna be matchmaking international.
Just to let you know.
Hey, like Q said, he had to go. He tells me he apologized. He had something come up with his work or whatever. Like he needed to look into for tomorrow. He couldn't. He needed to drop what he was doing and do that real quick and really get to bed. He apologized or whatever, but told me
It's always big when we got guests like this on because now we get a different perspective and they get to learn about our history. And boy, we're gonna
right.
force it down the throat, just like the baby who don't want to drink the bottle.
We don't have to. Eventually, it becomes look, a spoonful of sugar will help the medicine go down.
Telling you.
You and Mary Poppins
Yeah,
agree.
we Mary Poppins you on that Mobile per capita Hall of Fame. I mean, I could have stopped at baseball, but then we could do and football keeps going because we're living in the now.
All
So
right, man, we're not talking about that anymore, dude. All right, Alabama's the best at everything.
Mobile per capita, maybe.
Mobile,
don't even care
Alabama's the
about.
best at everything.
I'll be honest. I
I,
just
Mobile
represent
like
I
Auburn.
totally.
the
Hey,
whole state.
Mobile like Auburn. They ain't part of the state.
Right. We like our own country, bro. We're like our own country, man.
I'm telling you.
Mobile like a whole nother country. Hey, Scott hates this
What
song.
I admire is your dedication to your area. That's what I admire.
Hey, stuck inside of Mobile with the Memphis Blues again. Bob Dylan could have picked any city in the world, man. He picked Mobile.
Oh yeah.
I picked Mobile when I
There
was
you
younger.
go. It's weird, ain't it? It's kind of people like, man, Mobile. Wow, what's it? There's something in the water here, man. It's like a magnet or something. It's just like
Mobile is the city and the county.
Yeah. You're right.
Mobile City, Mobile County.
Yeah, Mobile City, Mobile County. You're like, man, they just take over everything.
So,
The
I
jurisdiction.
wish I was from there. I really wish I was from Mobile.
Man, you talk about writing and all the stuff you've ever written to, man. This guy don't
Okay.
even know.
You know what? I just remember who it was. Rod Sterling.
What about Sterling? I didn't remember that. The dude my guy I like from the Twilight Zone.
Maybe it was somebody else. It was somebody like that though. There you go. I never realized that person was from Mobile.
oh yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, we got actors and all kinds of
Actually,
stuff.
I think it was music. I don't think it was Rod Sterling. I think it was music.
Okay. Yeah, we got plenty of music from here.
Plenty. Yeah.
Golly, I can't even. Was it like Wet Willie or somebody? I don't know. Jimmy Buffett.
What the?
Jimmy
What,
Buffett.
Billy?
Jimmy Buffett went to McGill Tulin, and so did Vince Dooley, that coached Georgia's 1980 championship team, national championship team with Herschel Walker.
Yeah. I could coach a national championship team if I had Herschel Walker on my fucking.
I'm just saying, he went to the same school as Jimmy Buffett. He actually went to school at Auburn, then became Georgia's coach, kind of like Darrell Royal went to Oklahoma, but then he coached Texas to national title.
Tell it.
That happened right here in Mobile. A dude from Mobile did that. So you know McGill always gonna be like Vince Dooley. Man, that's part of their history.
I admire guys so much.
Man, we love our
loving your
history.
area so much.
We love our history here, man. We making history right now. That's what this show is. This show's history.
Yeah.
Part of history.
Yeah.
Every day. Every day.
365, Coach. Every
365.
time this show comes on, we're gonna talk about something dealing with football.
That's why.
Okay, can we talk about Southern girls? Because Southern girls are so much better.
Cool.
We'd have to talk about Southern women, of course. What do you call it? College and over.
I'm not talking about. Jesus Christ, Jeff, where's your mind?
I don't know. You said why are you talking about? I'm married. I'm happily married. I'm talking about
Southern girls. No, what you just described it as. I'm not talking about goddamn. What the hell? Do you think
that's
of
a broad subject, man. We could go on, man. That's so broad.
It's a broad subject, that's for sure. Of course, you can't say broad anymore, but whatever.
That's what I'm saying, man.
But just like I say, we're going.
I went to Nashville, man. That place is amazing.
That's what he's trying to say, Coach.
What?
Shoot, we got to take you to an Alabama football game. He's talking about he went to Nashville and he had never seen women so beautiful.
I'd never seen so many beautiful women.
At one time, at one place. Just walking the streets.
Oh, yeah. It don't take long in downtown Nashville.
No, that parade was something else.
And don't go where they make the Tennessee whiskey at. Oh, the Jim Beam headquarters. Oh, my God.
I wondered why I lived my whole life in the Northeast. I was like, this is crazy.
See, we could take him to a SEC football game, like an Alabama or Auburn game, man. He'd see a lot of that, like in Nashville, right there.
He wouldn't even go inside the game.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
He'll end up in somebody's RV watching the game.
I'm not sure I should.
Oh, man.
Maybe I should just take my ticket and go to my seat because I would be in trouble. That's for sure.
But
loving it, man.
Well, I hope so.
Well, Jeff, it's 209 in New York. I can tell you that it's 109
here. Yeah, we did it. We did another one. We did another one of them over 3 hours.
I'm telling you, it never fails.
I wish we could have done some football stuff, but we'll do that some other time.
Oh yeah, man. We just wanted your take on some of this stuff we've been wanting to talk about. just
From
somebody
a different point of
some
view.
things.
Well, I hope I helped.
Oh yeah. And hopefully
And I
next
hope
time we
I
buy
get
number
3 Alabama linemen. 3 Alabama linemen. Where's my camera?
from
3.
North Alabama.
I don't give
Yeah,
a shit. North, south, east, west.
we'll hit that wiregrass area for him, Coach.
I'm telling you, you had a wild grass.
Yep.
3 Alabama linemen that are getting screwed. I'll take 10 that are getting screwed. Like we were
Oh yeah,
talking
that's
about,
what you need
Coach.
to sell to their parents too.
I'm not selling anything. I want a team. I want to wipe
Oh,
through
you
this
want me to
competition
sell
and
it?
then go
Okay.
out there to Alabama and be coach in the championship game that we can set up.
The Mardi Gras Bowl and
Mardi
hell,
Gras Bowl, man.
We could call it the post grad championship of the nation. Nobody fucking could dispute it.
yeah.
True that. That's what college football bowl games actually used to be. Just set up,
That's what I'm saying. We're in the Wild West. We can do whatever the hell we want. It's post grad, man.
It gives them an extra game, extra film.
Oh yeah.
Post grad championship between you guys and us guys. That makes sense. Now I got to go win that championship.
I don't know who you gonna beat. You better hope we not there.
No. I got to win the Florida
Yeah.
before I play you.
He go. Yeah. He go. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. 3-3. You got to be working on against that 3-3-5, man. How you gonna attack it?
I'm
And
not
boy,
going to say that.
look,
I know how I am, Jeff. I know how I am. I'll
hey,
tell
You
you
want to talk
personally.
football?
hey,
I'm
look,
not going to do it right here.
Yeah.
Jeff, I can tell you this: if he play us, his quarterback gonna be picking up a lot of turf out his ear hole. I can tell you that.
I will say this. Okay. If you go against a balanced defense, then you should run an unbalanced offense. If you go against an unbalanced defense, then you should go with a balanced offense.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. That's a good
But you got to realize, Coach Chris Gould, one of the top 50 players from the Indianapolis Colts, for a reason.
Yep.
Look, if it's so unfair that the defense gets to move around and do whatever the fuck they want before the play, and the offense is sort of like hamstrung to be like in certain positions, certain places.
You
Maybe
know,
I
we
might
gonna
just
do. Hey Jeff, I don't mean to cut you off, Coach. We gonna get
no,
Coach.
maybe I might just change that.
Hey, we gonna get Coach Gould on here and let them two talk.
Oh yeah. Hey, he may be done with them. Next thing you know, he'll be like, "I like Orange Beach, maybe better than the Tampa."
Wait,
area."
he knows Coach Gold?
Good. Yeah. Yeah. He's Coach
Wait, the
Thornton.
one that coaches me at Valley State?
No.
No.
Chris
Good.
Gould.
Chris Good. He
Chris
played for
Gould
the
played with the
Indianapolis Colts,
Indianapolis Colts.
and he played at Alabama.
Okay.
Played at Alabama.
Yeah, him and his
I
brother.
gotcha. I'm working on how I can win this year. That's all. I gave you guys some clues, but
Well, if y'all ain't gonna play each other, you could pick his brain.
no, that's the point. We want to play each other in the season. We want to get like a championship game, and then
All right. Well, then I don't know if I'd be talking scheme then.
no, talking scheme all day, man. Who knows what happens from August 1st to freaking November 31st?
It ain't
There you
gonna
go.
matter, Jeff. His quarterback gonna have about 3 interceptions that game. He can talk schemes.
Not if I don't throw.
Hey,
You gonna have to throw.
it'll probably be a Mobile kid or two with all 3 picks. I just throw that in there.
It's always fun, Coach.
I'm not gonna throw. I'm not. Why would I throw against 335?
It's always fun, Coach.
I'm running that sucker down your throats.
No, Coach. You can't run in the South, Coach.
I got the best. By the way, I got the best RPO, and I'll never I revealed it to a couple people last year and it went right over the heads. I got the best RPO against a 3-3-5 that comes from the run and shoot offense.
You know how to stop an RPO?
How?
Hit the quarterback and the running back.
Hey, I have enough film. I have enough film this year that doesn't come from a highlight film that would prove you're right.
Both of them.
His hard, his fast, man. We're done.
Man,
His hard, his fast. We're done.
look, I can tell you this. Look, we don't even know who on the team for next year, so we just sit here just jaw jacking.
Hit us hard, hit us fast, and we're done. As an offense, I'm telling you. Hit us hard, hit us fast, we're done.
Remember now, we had a team in our league scoring 60 points a game. They only scored 31. That's all I can tell you. And we had 25. So
No, you guys are the best, man. You're the
look,
best
31 is
city.
the limit. Look, that's all we giving up, 31. And
You're the
we
best city. You're the best.
dropped the touchdown to win it. Dropped the touchdown to win it. So it's all fun, coach.
Oh yeah.
I'm having a great time.
Here at Football
I'm
365.
Man, football 365 is gonna go to another level, coach. We're gonna get your head coach on here too. So he can talk recruiting for y'all. We don't care. Look, me and Jeff don't care if a kid from Mobile go down there and play with y'all. We just want the kid to go somewhere and play.
I know we're in direct competition for kids, but you know what?
It might be better
If
for a kid from Mobile to go down there and play, and vice versa.
all I want is the best for whatever the kid is. You know what I mean? The best for what the kid. For the kid.
Exactly. You know. So we don't mind you coming up here. So you can recruit the McCall kid, the cornerback, and the linebacker from Theodore. Both of them came to the showcase. So man, them kids be glad to hear from you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there might be a kid that like needs to stay at home. You know what I mean? He feels like I need to be home around people I know and stuff like that. There might be a kid that's like, I want to get the fuck out. You know,
That's what we saying, coach. It's a bunch of them that need to get the fuck out.
Right. I need to spread my wings, get away from this. Exactly. Even if it's the greatest place in the world, I need to get away from it.
Vice versa. We might need to come down there. Might be some kids that need to get away. You know,
100%,
that might be
or up here, if you want to come to the 35-degree weather I'm having right now.
No, I'm talking about on that end of Florida.
Yeah.
Vice versa.
I know I'm fucking with you. I know you're not coming to New York to look for football players.
Look, I'm not going to Huntsville until I going to New York. I'm not going to Huntsville, so definitely out the question. It's too cold in Huntsville, so I'm not coming.
Yeah. Wow, that's the best.
If people don't know Alabama geography, that's hilarious.
Look, coach, I stay close to the equator as possible. Telling you, I go down to Mexico before I go to Huntsville. See that right now. Telling you.
Man, coach,
man, look, I spent the week in Huntsville. Man, I froze the whole week. Look, I didn't come out the hotel room. My wife said, "Are you going?" My ex-wife, "Are you going?" Nope. I won't be anywhere. You take the car. You come back and pick me up. I'm not dropping you off. You come back and pick me up. Well, I was riding with the coaches at Alabama A&M though. That whole week I was in Huntsville. Yep, man, I had a good time. I don't lie. But I'm not going to Huntsville to recruit. I tell you, I won't be the one with my ears popping. Shoot, once you pass Birmingham, your ears gonna pop all the way till you get through Nashville.
You gotta come up and visit sometime in the winter.
Oh no, you can have it, coach. You can have it.
Yeah.
Look, you can have all that snow to yourself. Coach, I was born in Erie, Pennsylvania, so believe me.
Oh, okay.
Look,
Never mind.
exactly.
That's what
Look, just like I say, I'm gonna stay close to the equator as possible. Shoot, I
I
was.
don't blame you. You're very smart. You're a very smart individual.
You talking about 20 below, 30 below, right there on Lake Erie. So well, you talking about cold?
Well, that and the lake effect snow. My
Oh,
God.
man. That's what I'm
It
saying. The
took
lake
me 2
effect.
days when I came back from Florida, when I was driving back from Florida this year. Um, I had to stop twice because of that shit. And it was
Yeah,
Cleveland and Erie, that whole thing.
yeah,
I mean, it really sucked.
man, come on. And then, boy, I don't miss the salt trucks. I don't miss none of it. I don't.
No, why do you think I would have? I mean,
I don't
my
miss.
goal, my goal is to get down there almost permanently. I love my country club up here. I love to golf. I love my golf course. But
So you need to come play golf with Coach Good. That's all he do. He the golf genius. He damn near a pro-am player. I'm
yeah, really.
telling you, for real. He a golfer.
Well,
So you one of them
that's
former NFL guys and all them Alabama guys and NFL folks get together, Joe Cribs and all them guys down here. So yeah.
Alabama's the best, man.
Oh yeah. Well, you talking about Joe Cribs played at Auburn. So
Joe Cribs from
yeah,
Buffalo.
yeah, played at Auburn.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, back then we had no idea Auburn was in Georgia.
It's Alabama. I thought it was in Georgia, huh, Coach?
Oh, we didn't realize the reason Auburn became good and Georgia became shitty was because Auburn was with the players, not Georgia. We didn't know Auburn was in Georgia.
It's on the
I'm not
Georgia line.
lying.
Look, it's on the Georgia line. That's about it.
Who the hell knew?
Yeah,
Who the hell knew Auburn was in Alabama? Like,
yeah.
there's the Iron Bowl, right?
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't figure they were from the same state. You would figure it was like, a different state, and this big
You
freaking
thinking
thing and
like
everything else.
battle of the boot, like kind of like LSU in Arkansas or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm 100% telling you, as someone who came from the North and comes from the North, I had no idea Auburn was in
This is
Alabama.
hilarious, man. This has got to be helping Alabama with recruiting right now. He don't even know he's
I'm
doing
telling you, he didn't say Alabama 100 times.
it.
All
Nobody, but he keeps the what he keeps calling what the like Bear Bryant used to call a cow college. You know how it's always been that meme, like when they did the weather that time, it was like Auburn, Georgia.
yeah.
I mean, he is just giving it. He's being serious. And just think, there's probably people that are his friends and people from around there, or even Florida. The joke is apparently for people up north, Auburn, they didn't even know Auburn was in Alabama when the Auburn Iron Bowl come
I
on.
didn't. My entire life, I didn't know Auburn was in Alabama.
Well, I can tell you this: Auburn and Georgia, big rivalry too. So
Yeah, that's the Deep South's oldest rivalry.
yeah, that's the oldest rivalry.
But we didn't know it came from within the same state.
No, it's two different states.
Right.
Is it what am I getting wrong here? Is Auburn in Alabama
Auburn's
or
in
not?
Alabama.
Auburn is in Alabama, but
So it's not two different states. Auburn versus
no, Georgia.
Alabama. Oh,
Auburn
Georgia.
versus Georgia is the oldest rivalry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
The Deep South's oldest rivalry.
yeah, the Deep South's the oldest rivalry.
Yep.
Well, Notre Dame USC was my big rivalry when I grew up.
There you go.
Because I was a Notre Dame fan.
Okay. Jeff. I guess we can ease off tonight. We ain't gonna be on here 6 hours like we was.
Nah, bro. Yeah, I'm good
Boy,
with it.
them
I think
six
it's a
hours
great
took me
show.
out the next day. So I'm going to watch some
I'll see y'all
workout.
later, man.
Oh yeah, Coach. We appreciate it.
Man, we
We'll
gonna
get
get
you
you
on
back
here.
on, Coach. We might get you back on Tuesday.
Yeah, yeah. It was a good change up and
Is
everything.
that tomorrow?
Nah, that's today.
Oh,
Yeah. Right.
I
I was just messing with
maybe
you.
so. Maybe so.
Yeah.
We'll
So what
see.
the day is? So what the
Nah,
name
We
of
get a
the
good
day?
topic. If we get a topic to talk about, you know,
he knows
I
that we freelanced you tonight. You don't even know some of the stuff we was talking about at first about these
Yeah,
Steelers
that's
and
why. That's why.
everything.
I have no fucking idea what you're talking about at first.
We had to give you the history. That's why. I mean, it was kind of like, you just kind of appeared, but
Yeah.
I like it, man. We
I
just do it
thought
kind of
you and I
raw
were
and
doing
unfiltered.
one, but okay.
This is not. That's the thing. Everybody talking about you scripting your part, man. We don't script nothing on here, man. This is just like
Script what? I thought I was going
like
on with you, dude.
I
Then
see
come
what
on
you're
this
saying,
other
right?
I'm not mad
Right.
about it.
Right.
It's great to meet you, man. But like, I thought just Jeff and I were doing one of our audio podcasts. So, and then not only that, I come on and my face is on there. It's like I I didn't even put makeup on. What
Coach,
the
you ain't gotta
hell?
put on no makeup, Coach. Just turn
Nah,
your camera
man.
on when you
We know
start.
you're joking,
Hey,
man.
Not
turn your
fucking with
camera.
you. I don't put makeup on. I'm
Hey,
just saying.
hey, turn your camera off and put an avatar on there. That's all you
Yeah.
have to do. Download you a
If you
picture,
don't.
like I
I'm
did.
good, man, because this way I could, like, if we were talking football, I could go to my whiteboard. I
Yeah,
like it this way.
he thought we were gonna be talking like some X's and O's tonight, Coach.
Look, hey, Coach,
I
and this
didn't.
is what I'm gonna do, Coach. I'm gonna put you on the screen just like this. When you go to the board,
Yeah. There you go. So when you go to your board, that's how it looks. You can get up.
Coach, we can always do a coaching 101. Coach, we don't care, Coach.
Man, we can let
We
you try to watch
football
some
down here,
film
Coach.
of teams battling in the week and tell us what you see on what could stop something. Or I mean, it don't matter, man. Like you can be a part of it like that. I know you love to still. I don't love to do that as much anymore. I don't like to talk ball like that with people like that. I just like to talk about the players and train kids now. So you know, I'm just happy to be a part of it with what we do right now. I like
But
the
the
camp
thing is, the
series.
fundamentals are what make everything else work. So
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man. I like the teaching part of it. That's where I'm still teaching. I love our camp series, our showcases. Maybe you
Here
can
go the
come down and
thing,
be part
Jeff.
of that one
Here go
day.
the thing. Here go the thing, Jeff. They'll listen to Coach. They ain't gonna listen to us because they feel like we don't know anything. So we'll let Coach do some coaching 101s. So we'll do
Right.
some hashtag coaching 101 segments, things to run against, certain formations, and Coach can do that. I don't care.
Right.
So we can come up with some videos. He can send us some videos he want. If he want us to run those. And Coach, this is a whole production. This is a real show. We got a studio that we can run commercials and everything. So
that's awesome, man.
yeah, everything
I
here.
did. It's great what you guys are doing.
Oh yeah, man, this is fun, and the best part about it, we doing it probably from our phones. So it's so convenient, and man, we just really appreciate you being
I
on here.
appreciate you guys too, man.
So
Um,
I'm telling you, man,
talk
we
to you both soon. Hopefully, I'll talk to you both soon.
Oh yeah,
Oh
for
yeah,
sure. I know it's 2:30 your time. It's 1:30 our time. We're probably about to wrap it up.
oh yeah, y'all. I'm
All right.
KT Thornton.
I'm
How
Jeff
do you
Ford.
kick me off here then?
We gonna
How
leave
do you
out
go?
all together.
All us gonna leave out together. You let
Hit the
everybody
leave
know your
button.
name, Coach.
All right.
That's how we exit out the
5.
door. All right.
All right, Jeff, we out of here, man.
Yeah, Coach. Good one. Peace.
Peace.